Like, I do some shady shit for a Klondike bar, but just you wait till we play Uno.
And then she told me that she masturbated with Fruitopia bottles.
God bless America. Yeah. Well, I think that if you ask Todd, you probably got to type www first.
Shut your mouth. I'm old. I understand.
So I looked up the world record for the largest penis.
No.
Moving on.
That's nasty. We never talk about weird shit like that. You don't like midget. You don't like retarded.
I know.
And I'm going to freely admit I tried to look up Down syndrome porn today.
Putting the myth to bed right now. No matter how much sex a woman has, her vagina will not permanently change in size in a substantial way.
I disagree. I've got a story on this one.
She's on her knees in my shower, and she's like, I know you have to pee. Please do it on me.
Her if she had any toys, and she did. She pulls out this fucking dong. Like, dude, I'm not lying. This fucker was like this big and like bigger than a Coke can.
Jesus.
And me being the gentleman that I am, I ran that fucker right up in there.
Oh, the nickname.
The nickname. The Drew nickname.
I'm looking up half circumcised wieners, and I can't find anything.
See, when I was 16, yeah, I get that. But like now, no.
No?
No, I'm not shooting one off and then going in and be like, I'm ready. No.
Now he's like, if he went to the bathroom and did that, he'd come out and be like, you got any snacks?
Yeah.
Like,
You ever suck dick for weed? And I would have stood up and be like, well, I thought about it.
And one day he walks upstairs and he's like, hey, I need you to tape this pound of weed to your nutsack. We're going to go down to UC and sell it.
So let me tell you something first. Is if I was the one fucking that chick would have been in ecstasy. I remember about that movie because I never saw it, but I did see a piece of it. And this woman was trying to grab Helen Keller's hands and show her sign language, right?
Yeah.
And Helen Keller kept going,
really?
you know, it was like,
But it's like,
wise words.
Oh, that begs the question. What would Helen Keller want on Epstein Island?
Oh, God.
sight.
What is this episode? Is it all just pissing and fucking and dicks and God?
Said,
Lord have mercy. I'm a man of God. Think you're weird, motherfucker. I'll show you.
I will match your shit with my shit.
I've stuck 4 fingers at my butthole.
Oh, yeah? Well, I've ate my own ass. What do you say about that, bitch?
Point of no response. Hey, welcome to Point of No Response. I am Odd Todd. Next to me, I have Kurt the Dirt.
What's up, y'all? Good to be back.
And across from me, I have Drew, which we're going to figure out a nickname
TBD.
for.
TBD.
Yeah, to
It's
be
just
determined. And we have a new guest over here. We have Nice Ass Cass.
Yeah, what's going on?
hello, me. Hello.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
So we were talking a little bit before the podcast started, and it's about this story that Kurt is going to dive into, and it's about a huge ass dick.
Yep. Biggest dick I've ever seen. So I want your guys' story about the biggest dick you've ever seen.
Oh, Lord.
So
Drew's already thinking like, let me see. I've seen a few.
Drew's over there like, I got options. How much time do we have?
Drew's over there like, when was I an altar boy? Hey, that was 2015 to 2017.
That was you.
You're projecting.
bro.
That was me.
Would that be like a considerate of like your size at that point? It's like you're like 4 feet tall, and then that obviously looks a lot larger just because of your size.
Perspective.
Yeah, perspective. Yeah, and then you're looking up at it, and it's just like
Pound for pound.
Yeah, it's like giving you the one eye. It's like frightened.
I'm a little scared.
Anyway.
Okay, so as people know on here, my ex-wife and I were swingers, right? And so we had met up with this couple. They were from Indiana, and we go out to the Club Sunday, which is a swingers club near us, probably about 10 minutes up the street from where we are right now. And we met up with them there, and had a good time or whatever. And so they came back to our house, and like I go to the bathroom. And by the time that I come out of the bathroom, all I had to do was pee. So I was only in there for like 30 seconds, right? By the time I come out of the bathroom, everybody else is naked.
God damn.
Yeah. And so I look up and like you ever seen something in like a train wreck and like your eyes are just fixated on it and you can't look away?
Yeah, train wreck.
Yeah. Well, it was this dude's dick. And I swear to God that it was as big as my fucking forearm. Flaccid.
Like just
Blasted.
Well, that would be concerning if he was like fucking rock hard.
In 30 seconds. the time
Just
to
as
get to
every
the
man
bathroom.
you said every dude was naked.
Well, I think it
What
was
were
two
you at?
couples.
It was two couples. It was
Oh.
me.
Yeah, they were at Club Sunday.
Yeah.
And then they went back to your guys' place. And then he went to pee, and then everybody was butt naked before he even got back.
Yeah.
Oh.
And,
Oh.
and I immediately walk out, and here's this dude making out with my ex, and here's his dick. And it was like, bam. And then he sits down, and I swear to God, I hear an audible thud on my couch. Just, bah.
So, like, was your ex okay?
I remember.
Do you have like peas down there for a week? Or?
So basically, what ended up happening is they were doing their thing on one side of the couch. I was doing mine with his wife on our side of the couch, and I just looked at her and I was like, "This ain't gonna do shit."
Well, yeah, that's the question is if she's so used to a size that big.
Yeah.
I mean, what does it do for, I've never seen your wiener, but I'm going to say for me, I'm an average Joe. So
Me too.
like, what does that do for an average Joe?
Dude, I couldn't get it up.
Anything?
I had taken Viagra.
Damn.
Like my own mind wouldn't allow me. Like,
Gotcha.
That wouldn't even overcome my own mind. And I just looked at her. I said, "This isn't going to happen. And if it did, this wouldn't do anything for you." But this is what she said to me. She said, "I literally swing because it hurts to take that."
I've actually heard that a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Like the really big ones.
Yeah.
About the best thing that those guys could do is just go into porn, because at least then they're going to get some sex out of chicks who can take it. But I've also seen porn stars. Porn stars say it's not as fun as it looks because you're taking this dick that is like absolutely massive.
Yeah. Yeah. But
So-
it has to be massive for the camera.
Yeah.
So it's like,
It's a win-lose for sure.
it truly is.
I wonder about it though. I mean, the camera says it adds 10 pounds. So I mean, maybe it was just like a 4 or 5 inch dick, but when they videotape it, just
Does it
looks
add
like
10 inches?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I looked it up. And the minimum requirement for your penis size in porn is 8 inches.
Yep. Nope.
He
Nope.
said, I'm out.
Nope.
And I sit back and I'm like,
Right.
I thought I rock about a 6.5 on a good day. So it's like, hey, I thought I was doing pretty well, but they're like, nope, minimum 8.
You
But
thought.
that's why you see a lot of the same dudes in like different porns, because it's really hard to find that.
Okay, so let me ask you this: is you've thrown out that you're bi and everything, right? Now, seeing a guy with a huge ass dong, does that do anything for you?
Fuck no.
No. Okay.
Fuck no. Because like I'm not the type of bi where it's like, hey, I want to take your dick in my ass.
Yeah.
Like that's a no go.
Well, I didn't know if it was you want to suck it or something like that. You're just like, that's not bad. See if I can fit that in my mouth.
No. Like
Play with it a little.
no, I would be like,
Like he's bi, but not that bi.
I'm not that bi.
Look, I'm bi, but I'm not gross.
There's a line.
Exactly, there is, because it's like if I'm with my girl and she's like, hey, I think it'd be hot to see you suck that dick, I'd be like, all right, cool. And you all know what I did for 3 spaces in Candyland.
If you do that for Candyland, what do you do for Uno? Like,
Honestly.
God damn.
I love throwing out reverse cards.
Monopoly.
It's like I do some shady shit for a Klondike bar, but just you wait till we play Uno. Just you wait.
Just you fucking wait.
Oh
I
man.
was gonna deal with those railroads.
This railroad.
Don't you worry about it.
You get a
You
train
gotta-
going.
You got a couple,
railroad.
you got a couple properties on there. And then,
Oh my goodness.
You want to do a train for that railroad?
Yeah, I see where you're going with that, Drew. I was thinking more like rent. It's like, what do I got to do? I don't have enough money in the bank to pay the rent.
You do that.
what is that? Property sex on Pornhub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, gosh, Mr. Landlord, I don't have $5 this week.
I guess we're fucking.
You can put it in my butt.
Yeah. So what about you guys? Biggest dicks you've ever seen in your life outside of porn, like real life, like you've seen it in real life.
I haven't seen many wieners in my life
Didn't play a lot of sports.
other than myself. Yeah, I play in. No,
Like didn't have to get changed in gym class. Like for us, it
no,
was
they
like
they don't do that no more.
from us it was like 5th grade on.
What, showers
Yeah.
and stuff like that? We never did that.
Yeah, I never got forced to shower, luckily.
I went to a
I
really
wouldn't
gay
have done
school.
it anyways.
Apparently.
Everybody would have saw my bra.
Well, you're just old. That's all.
My bra.
He's older than me.
I'm older than him.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
I like hitting the locker. There's a shower time. And I just close. Let me out in 5.
Y'all got my robe?
Dug on my rope.
I don't know. I don't think I've really ever seen too many dicks in person. Like I'd say maybe the biggest one was maybe 7 or 8, and that was probably a shower sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I do remember this one guy we went to high school with. It was known that he was like almost hitting the knees
Damn.
soft. Like he was a black dude almost hitting the knees soft. And I'm just
Slapping.
like,
Fuckers.
you know, but I guess that's the
assholes.
gift and the curse, you know, is like,
is,
I think you have a lot of chicks who see that and they're just like, yeah, I got to give that a go. And then they're just
Yeah,
like,
we gotta
I'm
try it
bleeding, take me to the ER.
Literally.
Like this is in my intestines
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Because like the vaginal canal is like what, 3.5 to 4 inches deep? I think.
Thank God.
I know it stretches.
Yeah.
He
It's going to
said,
have to.
"Thank God."
It's going to have to for
He said,
that.
I'm doing great.
Like, yeah.
Thank God.
All right, Cass. Biggest dick you've ever seen.
It was probably a guy that I dated for just a few months and can confirm 10 out of 10 do not recommend. Was not enjoyable.
How big?
I mean, it was
Estimation.
never like measured, but I'd say probably a solid like
We're at the edge of our seat.
10, 11. I know,
my
I'm
God.
so sorry.
Jesus.
10, 11, but like it was also kind of thick too. I did not enjoy. Can confirm. Do not recommend.
Fuck.
So I looked up the world record for the largest penis, and it's 13 and a half inches erect.
Well, but then after that, it says a 19.
Yeah,
inch,
so I think I
remember?
know who they're referencing. Roberto
Yeah, he holds-
Cabrera's.
I've never seen the dick because he holds it in a sock.
That's the one where he injected.
Yeah.
Because it says he cannot use.
Yeah.
He cannot use it. So I
He
remember
can't use
seeing
it.
that.
Well,
Yeah.
there's
just
a white
injecting
guy.
that shit.
There's a white guy who's also in the Guinness Book of World Records for one of the biggest penises.
Do I
Really?
click on images?
Yes.
That's what I was.
Yeah, he's never been
Worried.
photoed. He's just been.
Oh yeah, that's that guy.
pictured.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of.
Yeah, that's him.
That's so fucking stupid.
And he just- yeah.
See the white guy who's kind of heavy right there. Yep, on you've
This
got
guy?
your cursor on it. The red background.
To the right.
This guy.
Yes.
Yeah, that guy.
That's him. He's got a huge ass schlong. There you go.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And you would
What
never
the
guess looking
fuck?
at his face. That is tragic.
Yeah. Like I want to
Like
know
a dweeb.
where do they find all these hot porn guys with big dicks?
They probably just present themselves.
I remember seeing like an
Maybe
interview
they're
with.
got a big dick.
prosthetics.
I like having sex.
Yeah, I remember seeing an interview with a guy a long time ago, and at a young age he had a huge dick, right? And he said that women were often afraid of it, but gay men were very interested in it.
All about it.
Yeah, so he kind of slid over to the other side, basically because he could get more sex out of guys than he could out of chicks.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Know your market.
You know?
You
So
know?
you're saying, Todd, that it's a choice.
I'm saying that I don't have that choice.
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm not being
So he
pushed
chose.
to that direction.
He chose.
I'm not
to be
being
gay?
forced into that camp right there to where I have to choose.
Let me ask you. You had sex with the guy with the big schlong. Did you have a sex with a normal sized guy after? And if so, like, was it different? Was it more comfortable? Was it like, oh, a hot dog down the hallway sort of thing?
So then he had sex with me after this.
Todd was trying to make you
So
feel
what had
better.
happened?
That's a friend.
That's a friend right there.
You're so
That's
big.
a-
No, I'm not.
Tell me how much better it felt when Kurt was in there.
Listen, I mean, he was setting you up to be very well complimented because so
a
much
friend.
better. I
Yeah.
mean, you would ask Kurt. I don't think it was hot dog down a hallway, but it was so much better. It was just uncomfortable. The big dude, it was uncomfortable.
Right.
Didn't you guys
And
high
it was
five?
like, oh no,
after he
that was
left?
a different story.
Oh.
God, now I sound like a whore. But
Nice.
We don't shame.
Hey.
We don't
You know?
shame.
No
We've been
horse
looking
shame
for
around
those
here.
here.
we've,
Other than myself.
Found her.
Where you
No.
been?
I did do that though. That guy.
I've had to keep her at home.
Oh my God.
Putting
No.
the myth to bed right now. No matter how much sex a woman has, her vagina will not permanently change in size in a substantial way. That's still saying a
I
little bit.
disagree. I've got a story on this one. So,
I think it takes like 4 months though. That's what I've heard.
dude, so I lost my virginity to this chick, back when I was a youngin'. And
It was last week.
yeah. Long time ago last week.
Long
Don't say
time
that. All the
ago.
girls out there are going to think I have no experience. I don't. I have nothing. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
Sorry, I meant last week like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It's fine, guys. He's great.
I stuck it in a chick's belly button once. So I was just like, anyway.
Great.
I stretched that belly button out.
Yeah. But anyway,
please.
So tight, right? But this is when we were teens, okay?
Yeah.
And then like 10, I think it was around 10 years later, I had sex with her again. And she had a couple kids. And trust me on this, huge vagina.
You were like, one of them trying to swirl it around.
One of the biggest. With this story goes this, right? And I was drunk, and I asked her if she had any toys, and she did. She pulls out this fucking dong. Like, dude, I'm not lying. This fucker was like this big and like bigger than a Coke can.
Jesus.
And me being the gentleman that I am, I ran that fucker right up in there.
As you should.
I already know I'm not going to do shit, so here, I'll help you.
May as well.
I gave her the business. But what's funny is this.
Standing on business.
Yeah. But what's funny though is she asked me to stop, and she's like, I want to feel you. And that threw me. So I
don't think you can.
But the thing was, it was a combination of she was crazy wet, and the badge was larger. Yeah. Not to say it didn't feel good, because
relaxed.
I was very happy to be there and having a seizure on top of her. So
what is this, an introductory conference? Just so happy to be here. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
But basically, I totally disagree with that whole. I think that's women that want to feel better about their bodies. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Which I get it. But and also granted, some women they shrink right back up. Right? This one in particular, negative, sir.
Yeah.
Big.
He said can confirm.
Well, remember I can confirm. Individual.
I was telling you that story when I was 14 and I was fingering that chick, and dude, I got like almost up to my elbow.
God damn.
That's wild.
At 14.
At 14.
That is nuts.
And then she told me that she masturbated with Fruitopia bottles.
God bless America.
Yeah, dude. I was 14. And she wanted to have sex after that, and I was like, nah. Nah, this ain't doing shit.
I'm good.
I'm wondering where she started. Like, she was just like, finger, no, hot dog. Oh, look, mom's got a big ass fucking dildo in her drawer. Try that.
Maybe. She told me the first time she had sex was 9 when she was with her cousin.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is
damn
tragic.
Yeah.
Like I always said, horse people are crazy.
Put a name on it.
Horse.
Put a name on it.
Put a name on it. Her name was Sarah.
I am really bad for putting a name on it, but I'm not going to put a name on this
Shout
one.
out Sarah.
Please don't.
Yeah.
I'm not putting a name on this one.
Hey, do you have her number? And if you do, can I have it after the podcast?
You wouldn't want it now. I swear to God.
Listen, he had a great time with that big ass dildo. Maybe he'd love to be there and then have a seizure.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I like seizure. I appreciate every woman that's allowed me to have a seizure on top of her. Thank you.
I appreciate any woman who's ever allowed me to be on top of them.
Ooh, have you peed on a lot of people?
Oh,
dude, I got a story about that. I got a story about that. So, can I tell it?
Yeah.
All right. So
no.
Moving on.
That's nasty. We never talk about weird shit like that.
My ex-wife and I had probably been separated for like 8 months at this point. Mm-hmm. And like, now I'm on Tinder and everything like that. And I'm doing the hoe phase and everything, And so this girl, again from Indiana, maybe there's just something in the water over there.
Can confirm.
And
I mean,
I do know.
Indiana road trip, what do you say?
No.
I've got a girlfriend.
My girl watches this podcast. Fuck off. But she came over and everything, and we had sex. And afterwards, I'm laying there, and she's like, "Stay right here. I'll call for you in a minute." And I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And so she goes into my bathroom and she calls for me. She's like, "All right, come in." She's on her knees in my shower, and she's like, "I know you have to pee. Please do it on me." Nice. And so I obliged like a gentleman. I obliged.
That would take me a second. I mean, did you have to fill up and then in order to kind of push it out?
You're like, I just went.
You're just like, gosh,
I did it in the bed already. Like, fuck off. No, actually, like, I kind of was just like, all right, this is what's happening. And just, because you know me, dude, Kurt the Dirt. Like I was.
You just pull it out. And
you're
like,
dirty. You're nasty.
Pulled it out.
For the story,
But
she didn't even finish the sentence. She's like, will you pee on?
He's just joking on it.
And so I'm pissing on her, and she's like fingering herself like with my piss and shit. But then like, it ends, and I want her out of my house as you normally do with a hoe. And so did you let her shower? No. No. I did not.
You're an asshole.
That is cold.
No. I told her to get dressed, and as she was walking down my stairs, because my stairway went up into my bedroom, I said, "Do not fucking touch my walls." I swear to
Get your
God.
hand off the railing.
Yeah, her hand was on my railing. I was like, get the fucking hand off my railing and get the fuck out of my house.
Just like, you're gross.
Yeah.
And I ate asparagus.
Joke's on you, bitch.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Shout out Sarah.
Hey, wherever you
Everybody,
are,
Sarah.
wherever you are, hit us up. We'll have you on. You can tell your side.
I remember my first
Lord.
experience with seeing piss on a chick, and it was like a website called like pissmops.com.
The fact that is that actually a thing?
That was a thing.
That's
yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
Drew, is that a thing?
Drew?
You got the computer.
Yeah, you
Piss
wanna look
mops.
Piss mop.
Pissmops.com.
Piss
See
mops.
if it really
I
exists
thought you were
anymore.
gonna say piss mobs.
I thought
No.
that's
Like
what he
people
said
mobs
too.
of people
Like
just
mob.
pissing on everybody.
I'm gonna laugh when it auto populates.
Well, I think that if you ask Todd, you probably got to type www first.
Shut your mouth. I'm old. I understand.
What would you do, nice ass Cass, if somebody hit you with a piss mop?
I'd beat their ass. and
Open
then
my
leave.
mouth.
I don't
That's not
know.
doing it.
Like that is
Bring it out at my face.
a hard pass.
What
I
is
don't
this
know.
episode? Is it all just pissing and fucking and dicks and God?
He
What
said
is this podcast
next.
without that?
Lord have mercy. I'm a man of God.
I'm a good Christian boy.
Fuck.
Father Klein?
Oh my God.
Wait, you had him too?
Scoutmaster Kevin?
Master Kevin.
Okay.
That was probably the guy with the huge dick.
Nice ass Cass. We were talking in the car right over here.
Mm-hmm.
You had found this story that you like in Mississippi?
Yeah, Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah.
And they
It's
were
crazy.
wild. I don't know too much about it. I couldn't really find too much about it. I tried to look into it to be a little more prepared on the way over here, but I couldn't find anything or much more. But there were apparently 215 bodies
Yeah.
found in unmarked graves in this cemetery behind a jail in Jackson, Mississippi.
Oh, I remember something about that. Yeah, they just fucking, they just threw the fuckers in there.
Yeah. So I don't know about the rest of them, but I know at least one of them was, I guess, like hit by a police officer, like run over by a police officer and then buried in the cemetery. Like they didn't tell nobody. And it's wild because like I feel like the most fucked up crazy part is that these families, that these bodies that they found, it's not just like, hey, we found your husband. Here you go.
Yeah.
They have to pay for like death certificate or whatever it is, like $200 some to get them back and be able to bury them, cremate them, whatever it is they want to do.
Nice.
They'll find any
And-
way to make.
Oh, dude,
Make it
what,
out of
I do
Right?
remember reading something about that.
Yeah.
And if I remember right, you can correct me, is that the mother, I think, of the person who got hit by the cop had actually went to the police and
Yeah.
said, hey, this is a missing person, things
Yeah,
like
she
that.
filed a missing person report.
Yeah.
And I don't know how she ended up figuring out that he was back there. I guess I tried to look into it. I didn't find much, but yeah, like over 200 bodies found, and
That was
wild.
that was the thing for me as she was telling me about this was the lack of information.
Yeah.
Like there was not a lot of reporting. Like we don't know who these other 214 bodies are. Like
Right.
we don't know how they got there. And it seems like nobody gives a shit to find out. I'm sorry, but if I just randomly find 215 bodies in unmarked graves, I might want to know how they fucking got there, especially if one of them got there because a cop just decided to do a hit and bury.
Well, I mean, like if you ran over a cop and you're just like, well, I forgot to look at his badge, so I didn't
forgot.
I didn't
Right.
figure anybody was looking for him. You throw him in the ground. You're probably going to be charged with something. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
And like I like we tried to find that too. We tried to find like, okay, that cop, like, is he gonna be charged? And like there's no information.
It's just wild to me too that like I'm sure it made local news pretty heavily, but I've seen maybe one or two articles about it since it happened.
Yeah.
Like the fact that it's not bigger news than it is like wild to me.
Is this recent?
I
sure
would
how
say
recent it
within the
was.
last couple
Year?
months.
Yeah, it's
I
definitely
mean, fairly recent. Yeah.
in
this
the
it?
That podcast
Yeah,
or not
that's it.
podcast, that or article was 4 days ago.
it says sparks community-wide outrage. I'm sorry, but if we're just
Nationwide
burying
outrage, you would think.
Yeah, absolutely.
like
wild.
you go
Ridiculous.
over into like Afghanistan and find 200 bodies in an unmarked grave, you're probably sending the U.S. military over there like, hey, motherfuckers, what you been doing?
Well,
Right.
if
Is
you
there
have-
oil?
Is there oil?
Let's say somebody here in Ohio, they're somebody finds 5 bodies in their backyard. Dude, that's national.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go, 200. So, and everybody's like, oh, that's okay. Don't worry about that.
And everything that I've read has said that apparently it's a very like shady county or whatever. Like I guess this is not the first thing that's happened that
Like
is,
probably
shady or dirty or whatever. And it's just crazy to me that it's not been a bigger story than it was.
Well, this is behind a prison.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
behind a
behind a prison.
Yeah, so
And it's like a legitimate cemetery, I guess, but these 215 bodies were all in unmarked graves. And so I guess there's, other people buried there or whatever. But
I think what more than likely probably happened is when the cop hit him, he yelled at us as the guy was flying through the air, "You're under arrest!" You know?
so then he was.
He died.
Right.
He was reading his Miranda rights as he was flying through the air.
justify us.
Anything you do will be counted against you.
That's the rules. Like if you can read the Miranda rights before they hit the ground,
Yep.
automatic. That's what it is. So.
You know he was playing the point game.
Jeez.
Oh my God.
You know he was playing the point game.
Texted all of his buddies in the group chat.
Like, bro, 10.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers don't stand a chance.
Nah.
Send us pics.
Pixar didn't happen.
No, next nail on the pics.
That's evidence.
Right.
That's pretty ridiculous, though.
But yeah, I was
It's
like,
wild.
They're saying like they were out in the inhumane conditions. They weren't buried like in coffins. Like they were just like put out there.
Yeah.
In very shallow graves.
Crazy.
This is shit that you would think that would have happened like in the 1930s.
That or in like
1940s,
some
something
third
like
world
that.
country or something. It's just like so wild to me that it's not been a bigger story and
Well, and
there's
even-
not really been many answers.
Even there in that paragraph, it says since 2008, approximately 330 people have been buried at the cemetery
So 215 out of the 330 were
unmarked.
John Doe.
And then below that, it says Mississippi is notorious for being a state with inhumane practices.
Right.
were they just inmates?
Well, that's just it. We don't know.
Yeah,
And-
I don't know.
And like,
Well, the thing is, if they were inmates, then they would have record of who they were, right?
Yeah.
But
Well, you would think it wouldn't be unmarked or
right.
whatever.
So
right?
at the very least, they would know who the people were. But there's 200 people that are unaccounted for.
yeah.
That's wild.
Like,
Like it
you
wasn't
gotta-
just 5 or 6, like 200.
So maybe they were
215.
playing the game.
Yeah.
You know?
They were playing the game.
10 points.
God damn it. I just lost.
Sent him 90 feet. That's an additional 2 points.
Me too.
You can't lose because somebody else loses the game.
I thought that's how that worked.
You guys ever played the game?
What is the game?
It's just the game.
The game is called The Game, and the idea of the game is to not think about the game. And the moment that you think about the game,
You lose.
you lose.
Yeah, I lost because I don't know what the fucking game is. So I'm thinking about it.
Now I'm thinking about it.
So you have
Right.
15 minutes to forget the game after somebody loses the game and it starts over.
Well, let's carry on.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
Same.
The game, bro.
Oh my god!
Where am I right
There I am
now?
again. Hey, before we forget about it, since we do have to talk about Drew's nickname, since we
Yeah.
all have nicknames, Odd
Yep.
Todd, Kurt the Dirt, Nice Ass Cass.
I know. I'm just a guest today. I already
Drew.
got one. I'm so
Fuck,
sorry.
My bad.
You're forgetting part of your nickname.
Oh, there's more.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking to you.
Yeah, you're forgetting.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not just Odd Todd.
God damn it!
It's not just Odd
We're not
Todd.
going to talk about that.
Is it Odd Todd with the nice rod?
Oh, I like that one better.
I think
I
it's
guarantee
pretty good,
you'd like
right?
that better
Cass, you are welcome back anytime you want to come back.
because you know what his nickname was before you said that.
Oh, what was it?
Odd Rod Todd.
Oh, see, Odd Todd with the nice rod. It kind of flows off the tongue.
See,
Does
Todd
it?
with an
Does
odd
it?
rod.
Like I've got a girl here telling me, she's giving me complimentary nickname,
Yep.
and I got
mean-
douchewad over here going odd rod. It probably has a really stiff turn to the right, like it's like fucking
No, I
90
asked you
degrees
that.
and shit.
I asked you that, and you told me it was straight as a
No,
whistle.
it's straight. Like
I pictured a Cheeto puff. That's what I was
Does it
picturing.
curve up or down?
like which direction?
Listen,
Yeah,
I
we-
heard that Todd was a little jealous of your naturally ribbed for her pleasure.
Well, first off,
yeah.
That's herpes.
like no, because he had stitches in his dick, right? But here's my
scar
problem.
tissue?
He did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got scar tissue, so he's naturally ribbed. But my problem with that is he was like what 8
Yep,
when this happened,
9.
And you had to get stitches in your dick.
Yep.
So it got bigger.
No. How the fuck did he get 9 stitches like that? I mean, I would have.
That was my question.
They would've been like,
as
Right.
soon as he said that.
If that was me, they would be like, you cut it off 1 stitch.
Done.
It was circular, man.
Honestly,
It-
it's like, does he really need the stitches? Or just like, what are they, like that, like medical super glue? Like, that'll do it. That'll do.
one staple.
I mean,
Oh,
you,
Drop of Elmer's glue.
He was a transformer, but not by choice.
Yeah.
you lost half an inch off of an inch. It's never really going to affect your life. Don't even worry about
Well,
it.
I
I
told
think
you,
you just
man.
call that-
I could take it and like bend the head forward.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's crazy. That tree fucked me up.
But we also think that you might
all
be
did.
half circumcised. Have you talked about that?
I looked this up.
Half circumcised?
that's
Yes.
a thing.
I think
Yes.
it was the doctor's first day or something.
Yes.
They,
So
they missed a little bit of the skin.
Just a little bit.
no. So I looked this up.
Oh, this is news to me.
Yes. So in the 80s, the way that they circumcised is the way that mine is.
But you've talked to other guys your age, and that's not a thing.
Fuck.
I need more information. What is this?
Yeah,
All right.
describe your dick to me while
He's
soft.
got a whole ass hoodie down there.
I do.
Wait, hang on. A hoodie? You meaning like
That's not
there's a-
circumcised.
There's like a flap
It's
and
not
it's
like
not
a whole
circular.
ass, but
So like when I go to pee, I have to pull the skin back.
Is it like a
Yeah.
turtleneck?
That makes
yes, yes.
Okay,
It's like a turtleneck,
Okay,
not a hoodie.
you threw me
fair.
off. I was
My
like,
bad, my bad.
I was like, we're going to circumcise the bottom half.
So it goes,
Right.
it goes past the pee hole?
Sometimes, yeah.
So you pull it back.
So I have to pull it back.
That sounds like they didn't do any circumcision at all.
Really?
Yeah,
I
like,
mean, it's not like completely covered, but it's definitely like a little boop.
But the thing is,
Like-
when I get hard, that skin's not there.
oh, okay. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
It's like I have a little turtleneck for my dick whenever I'm soft.
I don't know. I do think I don't think you got
Damn, you're-
circumcised. I don't know.
Bro, you're
like,
making me think. Because I'm like, I think when I'm soft, I got a little turtleneck.
Yeah.
He's like, wait a
And
damn
then-
minute.
And then when it's cold, like it's over top of it, dude.
do you ever play with
Oh,
it?
no,
and,
I'm
like,
not that far.
Like put the head into the skin
Yes.
and then like let it blossom like a little flower.
But I don't
Like
have
a
to
little
play.
flower. He's like, but that is just me all the time.
That's me every day. Like I literally go to the bathroom on a normal summer day and like have to like kind of tuck the skin back to be
Yeah.
able to piss.
Oh yeah, it gets cold, and he's got a whole ass innie.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It's
Nice.
like cocooned.
Well, I mean that's
That's
protection.
a good way. Yeah.
I mean, I agree, but it's just like, am I circumcised? Am I not? Like, that's why I don't
the
know.
world may never know.
Do you ever feel weird like if you're getting naked in front of a chick and like like the skin is covered up the head?
No, because I have a process.
Oh, okay.
I have a process.
Gotcha.
So,
Last step.
so normally I will play with myself and get myself like half chubbed before we start,
Oh.
so I can avoid that. And like if I was with a chick that I didn't know, like back in my hoe phase, like I would go into the bathroom and like I would always jerk one off prior to starting.
Like to completion.
Yeah.
If I did that, I'd be like, okay, I'm done. I'm not even coming out now. I got my
Right?
clothes back on.
I'm not even coming out.
Well,
now.
you started out. That's why you started out with like you going down on her. Because like you need
Oh,
like
and you kind of give it a little
Yeah.
rub tug for
yeah,
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get
Because you
that, I
need
get
that like 5 to 10 minutes, you know, after you've already came. You know.
No, see, when I was 16, yeah, I get that. But like now, no.
No.
No, I'm not shooting one off and then going in and be like, I'm ready. No.
Now he's like, if he went to the bathroom and did that, he'd come out and be like, "You got any snacks?"
Yeah.
Like,
I get hungry as fuck.
Did you make me a sandwich?
oh my god.
You should be like, I want to cut. I'm like, no, don't touch me. I'm very tender now.
Yeah,
I'm very sensitive.
Is that a thing for you too? Like after you're done, you're like, yeah, I'm done.
No, I had a buddy back in high school that would, like his thing would be like after he came, he'd roll over and he'd go, protect tender underbelly. Like, he would always say that shit. So yeah, I kind of
That's
adopted
hilarious.
it.
It's
no.
all post nut clarity. That's all it is.
That's really that's really what
That's
it is.
how I find out if I want to actually be in a relationship with somebody.
That's true.
If I still care about you after, I'm like, oh yeah, maybe we can make
Yeah,
this
Kind
work.
of like when you watch porn and then it's over and you're like, God, I'm a filthy human.
when the screen goes black and I see
Like-
my reflection, I'm like, oh, you disgusting piece of shit.
You just watch that trans fuck that dude.
Oh, fuck.
That's
What was I
trans.
thinking?
I've got a couple questions on this. So the whole porn thing, when I watch porn and I rub one out, as soon as I'm done, boom, close
Yeah,
it, right?
it's like it never happened.
yeah, like never happened.
That was top
Right.
secret.
The other thing is like, do women have post nut clarity?
Oh yeah.
Right. So like you're just wanting to get it down right, and then afterwards you're like, he's pretty cool, or you're just like, no.
Not it.
No, that's fair. That story that you were talking about earlier with the high five. Dude.
Yeah.
So this guy was also in my hoe phase, and this guy came over, quite literally on his.
Wait. You're out of that?
Hilarious. This guy came over literally on his lunch break. Like, we knew what this was. This was a dick appointment.
Yeah.
Pencil me in, you know? And so he comes over, and this was also probably one of the biggest dicks I've ever seen. Uncomfortable, did not feel good.
Right.
So he comes over on his lunch break, and we do the deed, whatever. He wants to go again. And I was like,
Damn.
I ain't got it in me.
No.
I don't even remember what I said, but we did not go again. And so we're standing on my front porch smoking a cigarette before he leaves. And he goes to leave, and we kind of look at each other like, well, this is awkward. What now? You know, like, I'm not kissing you goodbye.
Yeah.
Hard pass. So we look at him, and he like leans in for a hug. And I was just like,
Hey.
high five.
Oh.
He gives me a high five, and I was like,
Okay, bye.
see you later. I never saw him
Please
again.
leave.
That was it.
That would actually be like the best fuck buddy ever.
Yeah, it would be.
It's like you just go there so you can both get off. Obviously, that didn't work out quite.
Sure
but
did
in
not.
my mind, I'm thinking,
But if
I
it
got
did,
off, you got
that'd
off.
be
Like,
great.
man,
Yeah.
You know what I used
Nice-
to
nice
call
play.
it?
Nice
Strictly,
play.
strictly business.
strictly
Strictly
business.
Like, this is just
dickly.
I stand on business. That I
Strictly
got
business.
receipts.
Strictly dickly.
Mm.
You know?
Feelings, cutting it out.
Cutting it out.
See, I never knew women. I never knew women could do that for the longest time.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I do have an idea about how many times you can actually have sex with another person. Yeah, three's the max.
That's my number, I think.
Three's the max. Yeah, I think 2 or
We
3.
had this conversation like years ago.
We
So
did.
wait.
Yeah.
So you're saying that there is a limit of sex that you can have before feelings are involved?
Yeah, where
Either-
one of the
okay.
two.
At least one, yeah.
Okay.
Like with the same person.
Yes.
Okay.
So I mean, that's the problem with sex is like if you both enjoy it, then you start kind of one of you will start looking for a little bit more.
Ah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, you need help, with your garage. Let me come over there and fix that or whatever.
Shit.
Now you spend some more time together and
Right,
shit. You
right.
I
know?
never thought about it that way.
Yeah, yeah.
I always cut them off after one.
Yeah, good.
Good for
You're-
you.
I only, in my hoe phase, I only went back one time, and it wasn't me that went back. She called me up a year later.
Wow,
Yeah, she called me up a year later. I never went back to anybody.
that's good for you though, because like women can have dick anytime they want. All they
Yeah.
have to do is just they'll get on fucking I don't know anything and just be like swipe.
Yeah.
You want to fuck?
Come
Cool.
over.
Thank you. Yes, I will be there too. It's like
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me have a seizure on top of you.
Vinegar strokes.
It's the truth though. It
really is, man.
So if you get invited back, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree. But like, even women who wanted to invite me back, I always said no. I always said no.
Nah, bro, you normal.
Did you ever?
See, no.
Did you ever fuck somebody that it didn't really go over that well the first time, and then you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck them again?
Like you need a redo.
Yeah.
Like, I can
Yeah.
do better than that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It wasn't because of them. It was always me. Like, it was always like, I was like, yeah, I was horrible.
Yeah.
But like, if you give me another chance, I swear to God, I can make this happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been there. That's what I was wondering. Is like, and then after that, it ended up good, so it lasted longer and shit
Yeah.
like that. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you're nervous the first time with a new person, you know?
Yeah, I did that with a chick that had big boobies, and I think that was why. That was why I wanted to redo a few times.
A few times.
She had big boobies. I was like,
I want to see those again.
I like those titties.
Hey.
So wait, so
Drew, you
we
got this.
passed this up. We passed this up.
I know we got so
Oh, the
sidetracked.
nickname.
The nickname, the Drew nickname.
I'm looking up half circumcised wieners and I can't find it.
You're like, Kurt, can you
I
confirm?
don't think it's real.
don't
I
think
can
this is
show
real.
you.
Oh,
No,
God.
thanks.
I would show you right now.
I mean, I would say this is like R rated, but I don't know if we're getting X rated.
Make sure you don't shave so it straight up looks like Snuffleupagus.
Oh,
Nothing.
I fucking
So-
shaved down to the bone today, bro. It's smooth as fuck down there. I put lotion and shit.
Oh, you lotioned up?
I lotioned up.
Yeah, you're
Did you use my lotion?
Eucerin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used yours.
Okay.
I also used your razor.
Scented.
My razor?
There's two of them in there. I used the one on the shower thingy,
That's great.
not the one over here that was on the side.
Love that for me.
What do you think?
I cleaned all the pubes out.
Wait,
Proud of you.
here's the thing: is like, would you take his razor and like shave your butthole with it, knowing that he has to like shave up near the nose and stuff?
No.
I would never
Actually,
use.
I don't know. I mean, your face has
Maybe.
been down there before.
Yeah, I've
You know?
definitely licked your
It
asshole.
wouldn't be out of the norm.
It
most
really
time,
wouldn't.
You know?
That's like
So
that-
maybe.
That's like white people don't use washcloths.
Well,
You just got pubes up on the soap, and everybody's just like, yeah.
I grew up using a washcloth, so that doesn't apply to me.
Do you use one now?
I grew up using
No, I
like
have a loofah.
Yeah,
loofah
I
thing.
grew up using a loofah.
Good transition though, because did you see that? I can't remember. Bob, what's his name? Bob
Barker?
And Tom?
Saget.
The guy who did that.
Bob Saget. Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
That guy was perverted. I love him.
Right?
You guys
He
are
was.
addicted to weed? I suck dick for coke.
You ever suck dick for weed? And I would have stood up and be like, well, I thought about it.
Tom
Kirk the
Segura.
Nerd is doing
Kirk the
this.
Nerd.
I
know this
No,
guy.
but I
I love
sucked dick
Tom
for 3
Segura.
spots in Candyland.
I did.
When
I
Tom
did.
Segura said that, he said washcloths were for poor people.
Oh.
Oh, well, he's not wrong. I mean, I was
think so?
growing up as a kid. I was poor, yeah.
And then he said, "No, we weren't black." And I was like, "Ooh, that was kind of
My favorite,
like that."
my favorite Tom Segura joke is where he's like, "Yeah, that's why I don't jerk off in bars."
That didn't hit.
What-
but he-
not. Why did he not? Context we're missing here.
Right?
I was gonna say it, but like he always like, you know how he is. Like that's the first thing he says. He just walks up after his last joke and he goes, "Yeah, and this is why I don't jerk off in bars." And then he's like, "I was at a bar with a chick who was just sitting at the bar, like fucking rubbing one the fuck out right there at the bar, and
It's good honor.
went up to the fucking bouncer, and the bouncer was like, I ain't fucking getting in the middle of that. Fuck off." And he's like, "So I can just like, what if I was jerking off at a bar?" And he was like, "I'd have to stop you." And he's like, "Hello."
See, I have a feeling
You know?
that if I was jerking off in a bar and a bouncer is about to run up on me, you would totally hide it with your mouth.
That's true.
Yeah,
That
thanks,
is a
man.
solid friend right there.
That's true.
I got you, Todd.
He's like, but can we play Candyland later?
Yeah,
Like-
Candyland.
Hey.
I think we're playing it right now.
3 spots.
I'll give you 3
Three spots, three spots off the rip. No, that was a chick that's kind of funny. You mentioned that, but it was I don't know, the past few months. She was caught rubbing one out on a beach. Like she had a dildo or vibrator or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
So the cops, it's on video. She was arrested for it, right?
Yeah.
And you can look it up. But she decided to end herself.
What?
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, because of all of this.
Nope, shouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like this crazy story that I heard when I was a kid. And it was a girl who was in my school, and she decided that the vibrations on her dryer felt really good, right?
Yeah.
So she's naked, she's up on the dryer, but then she also wanted something inside of her, so she used a broom. Okay. Well, mom comes in.
She hops off the dryer.
She
doesn't
hops
she?
off the
Yeah,
dryer.
yeah,
Ah!
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Did she come immediately?
She came home. She met
orgasm.
Jesus that day.
She did
came
meet
home.
Jesus that day.
She
died.
She passed away
Yes.
due to a broom handle.
Yes. It went up like,
Was this 1,000 Ways to Die?
no.
If not, it should be.
Yeah, right.
Bro, I see
No.
that.
It went through.
Yeah.
Dang.
I see shit like that on my Instagram reels. I swear to God, it's nothing but death.
Yeah.
There was a dude that was falling and used like the pole street barriers. Dude literally fell and it looked like it went straight into his ass, and and he fell to the concrete.
Oh.
And then you just see his hands just like
Oh.
God bless.
That's an OSHA violation.
me and my buddy. We just send death videos all day long.
That's
When you send it
wild.
back and forth, do you like have a face on you that's just like, oh no, or just like, man,
I'm like,
Idiot.
I'm like, damn.
stupid.
Share. All right, keep scrolling.
This is wild.
That's the videos you share. I was at work one day at a past employer, and there was this dude who was a disgusting human being. And he walks up to me and he's like, "Man, watch this video." And all it is a chicken, kind of like on its back, being held, right?
Yeah,
And let's say like the first 5 seconds are just that.
yeah.
Is
And
it
then,
a live chicken?
yeah, it's a live
Or-
chicken.
Okay.
Then it outzooms and a dude is fucking it.
Is he sitting? Is he
this
sitting in
Todd?
the corner?
Yep. Yep.
I've seen it.
Was this
Yep.
Todd?
Was this was
Did
Todd the
show
one?
you the video?
I thought you were asking if Todd was the
not
one
the one
fucking the chicken.
The one that showed you the video.
No.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something first. Is if I was the one fucking that chick would have been in ecstasy. It would have been so happy. It'd be like, grr, grr.
I looked outside. You have
That
one less
chicken had-
chicken. I counted. I counted, bro.
That chicken had Todd babies.
Yeah, dude.
Could you imagine it lays an egg and you're just like,
Human chickens, it doesn't matter. They all come out
Chicken with a
retarded.
Todd egg.
My babies. It's like,
Speaking of retarded,
Oh,
God.
God.
speaking of retarded, Drew, you asked everybody here today to take a certain test.
that was a terrible transition.
That was a terrible transition.
How's that terrible?
I love it.
He said,
It's perfect.
he said retarded.
Not retarded.
Bam.
Well, it's not quite a retarded test, right? It's,
No.
If you're on the spectrum
For
on
autism.
spectrum.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So you had to save our results.
Yeah, you got him?
Yeah, I got mine.
All right.
Whip it out.
Oh, first off, I want to thank Alicia. They're with
Yeah.
my pen.
Yeah.
For
Nicknames, let's do it.
first off, she bought me some socks.
Oh,
Check
those
it
are-
out.
Those are
hell
badass.
yeah.
Badass.
Check it
Alicia,
out.
if you're feeling generous, I'll take a pair.
There you
Those
go.
are awesome.
Alicia sent me some socks.
Shout out.
Appreciate that.
He's only worn them
Alicia.
for 5 podcasts straight, never washed, and he keeps forgetting to shout out.
I've seen pictures on Facebook. I don't think he's ever taken them off since he's got them. I really don't.
No,
That's probably fair.
These are special to me. I've not even used them as a spankerchief yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Not
Yeah?
yet. No.
Wow.
No.
They look soft.
Do you
Yeah,
shower
I was
in
gonna
them?
say, they don't look stiff.
They are nice. No.
you-
No. I want them to stink a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
I like a little bit of stink.
And if you would like to get your own pair,
That was like the other
Yeah.
night. The
Yeah.
other night, nice ass Cass was like, I heard that you want to rub my feet. And like I
Stop.
went up next to him and I smelled and I was like, that's what I've been smelling the last like 10 or 15 minutes.
Oh shit.
He thinks he's funny. I literally just took my shoes off like 2 seconds before
Do,
that.
do your feet when they're dirty smell like Frito Lays or something?
I don't know. I don't think so. But I did just realize a dude that I used to work with, if I had my shoes off at work, he'd be like, "Why I smell like Fritos in here?"
Hey,
Yeah, they smell like Fritos.
They smell
And
like Fritos.
No, he would. I mean, I thought he was joking. Maybe they do, but it took me way too long to realize they say Fritos because they're free toes.
Damn.
Mind blown.
That's
I never-
going deep.
Right?
Free toes.
Free because they're
They
for
smell
free,
like
no shoes.
free toes.
Why do they cost at Kroger's? Anyway, no, this would be a funny thing to do. Is like we blindfold you,
Okay.
right? And Cass brings out her feet,
Yeah.
and we hold like some Fritos
Oh my
here,
god! And
and
you're
her-
like,
and her
which
feet,
one
and-
was
and
her
say,
toes?
whichever one it is, you have to stuff in your mouth.
Oh, I'd be down.
Yeah,
Can we do that
He's
on
like,
here?
Can we do it right now?
Yeah.
that'd be great. I don't have any Fritos. I don't have Doritos.
But can we do it with all of our feet?
Oh,
Oh,
Like where everybody's
No.
blindfolded.
my
he
foot's not
said
going in the
hard
mouth.
pass.
Oh, dude, we should do like the try where while we're blindfolded.
I look at Drew kind of like a chick. No means yes.
No, stop. Please.
no,
No,
please.
no.
Yay.
Please don't stop. Yeah.
Please. Oh,
Yeah.
It's all about punctuation.
Yeah.
It's the inclination of danger, not the danger itself. Obviously, there's no Sunny and Philadelphia fans in here.
No,
Yeah, but I don't
never
remember
watched it.
that.
I was gonna
Did
say
Dennis
we
know
watched
that?
it,
When
but
they're
I
on
don't
the
know.
boat, like we'll take her out to the boat.
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
go out.
Because you know, it's the inclination.
The inclination of danger, not the danger. We're not going to hurt these girls.
The only thing I saw on like Sunny in Philadelphia is when one guy was he was in front of this group. I don't know, it was like a hotel or something like this. And this chick comes in and he grabs her by the crotch and lifts her up off the fucking floor. Like, I was like, that's probably the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I was like, "Grr."
Oh, yeah, I know that.
All right, before I forget, we're doing this.
Before we go
We're doing this.
retarded,
Okay.
So
That.
we've got to get your nickname.
Stop that.
That's probably going to be retarded.
Stop
So,
that.
first of all, my idea.
you don't
Stop.
like midget, you don't like retarded.
I know.
And I'm going to freely admit,
I don't like
I tried to look up Down syndrome porn today.
You are
Oh
down
my
bad, bro.
You wanted a touch of the downs, huh?
That means you're
Oh my
so
God.
subjected to porn that you have to look up off the wall shit.
Well, I actually
Fuck
saw some
yeah.
articles, though. I saw some articles about people with disabilities, and they said that one of the problems with society is that they don't, people with the norms, let's go quote, norms, without disabilities do not look at people with disabilities in a sexual way, which is unjust, essentially.
I agree.
So, anyway.
Inclusion.
You're bringing justice
right.
to the world. You're including them.
So,
He said, "You're welcome."
Did you see that?
what's it they say? If she down, I'm down.
So there's,
Oh my god!
so there's a gap. There's a gap in the market right now, right? That's what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's an opportunity.
There's an opportunity. Well, I mean, seriously, they're starting to bring in, especially females with Down syndrome, into more model roles.
That's a
Yep.
tricky
Model roles.
road.
It is a tricky road, but they are bringing them in. And I'm
agree.
sorry, you can say whatever the fuck you want. They're beautiful, blah, blah, blah. They're sexualizing them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm
That's
sorry.
like children's
I'm not
pageants.
the bastard here.
That's like children's
Did you
pageants.
see? Did you see that
weird.
Spain elected its first Down syndrome parliament official?
Are you
Yeah,
making
I
that
brought
up?
it up.
No.
I brought it up.
No.
last
Oh yeah,
podcast.
you brought it up.
Stealing
Yeah.
my shit.
Sorry.
That's
Sorry.
rude.
Oh shit.
All right.
Hey, I freely admit that was you.
You're
No,
down
I'm
to
kidding,
one
I'm
space in Candyland.
You better make up for it later, is all I'm saying.
You better stroke the balls.
I'll bring my autistic ass over there. I'll show you a touch of the downs.
God.
Oh fuck it. Since we're on this, let's go.
Fuck.
Let's go with the test we all took, right?
Drew, you had us take this.
Yeah, so it was a new autism test that I had seen. I've taken the RADs as well because I love to self-diagnose. And
You're just on WebMD every day.
All the
Oh
time.
yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna die in a couple hours.
You got
I
you
stubbed my
got
toe. Do I have cancer?
you got herpagonosyphilades.
That'll do it.
That'll do her.
You have enough of all of them. They all
cancel each other out.
Each other out.
So here's mine. We'll talk about the outliers. So
Okay.
I think I just got a little touch.
okay. You got
So
Was this him?
I don't know.
my biggest one is ticks and fidgets.
Okay. Okay.
So I grew up. The only thing,
Okay.
a lot of the ticks and fidgets is like I love to like crack my neck, and I used to always play with my hair, and it was very relaxing.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it was like a thing I think I picked up from my mom though too. She would just twirl the hair, but I
Yeah.
love it, and I would always feel it and like the feeling and shit.
Yeah.
So that was one thing, and then let me see if I can.
Oh, see, I didn't even scroll all the way down. I just saw that. He's like,
So it gives
he's got
you it gives you
explanations.
explanations for some of them.
I didn't see that.
I didn't get to
Me neither.
anything. I just saw what I saw and I was like, here you go, Drew.
Here you go. I think I sent
said,
you my
I win.
results like
Yep.
right after I took it.
So I think fixations, many people with autism spectrum disorders have difficulties in dealing with change. As a consequence, they often have routines that they feel they need to follow. Adhering to these rituals and routines tend to make them feel more control of their environment. And it was always a very relaxing thing. It was like all these little things I did. And then another one, anxiety, depression. Mm-hmm. But
That's normal.
I dealt with that.
I think we all have that.
Yeah.
I had my bouts
Everybody.
with
That's a very-
bouts with depression, Celexa and Ativan,
Yeah.
and then
appropriate.
my sex drive dropped.
Yeah.
which made me more
Depressed.
depressed. And I
right?
was like, what the fuck am I doing? So
see, I had my bouts of depression too, and I said, White Claw.
Yeah. Yeah.
that's what Drew
Alcohol.
drinks.
When I'm on keto, yeah. But one thing that was like on the test that stood out to me was the question. It was like, when you're at a party with friends, do you treat them as coworkers? And I was
Yeah. I
like,
saw that one.
I said, oh fuck. So
Yeah.
that,
I said,
like,
you didn't
that
have to
hit
call
home.
me out like that.
Right. And I'm like, I could be at like gatherings with friends.
Yeah.
And initially, that's why we love alcohol. It gets you loose and get you
Yeah.
get you good.
Little bit of
But I
liquid
was like, I would do that. I was like, it was awkward, like, hey,
Hey,
this weather's crazy, right? Like,
this
stupid shit like that.
Oh, that's that small talk question.
Oh, yeah.
I hate small talk.
I hate
Like
it.
a coworker, like
Yeah.
but
Like, no, I go to work. I'm just like, show me your dick. It like really breaks the ice.
I really think that
You
was the
know?
first thing you said to me.
Yeah.
I really do.
Like, show me that man pussy.
And I was like, okay. I was like, okay. And then all of our coworkers thought we were gay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and then noise sensitivity was a big one for me too.
Yeah.
It was
That was
like
that was bigger for me.
super loud noise, like at work, bro. Like some of the shit that happens there with
See-
the fans and motor starting, that fucking freaks me out.
Is it weird? Like
Chainsaws.
at work, I'm fine. But when I come home, I want no loud noises.
Yes.
Like I'm just
Yes.
like, too loud, too loud.
No loud noises, no lights.
See, at work, I'm on the phone all the time. And so a lot of times on my drive home, no music, no nothing, just
done that, yeah.
silence.
Hey, whoa. You called me out the other day because you were like, you're the only person I know who will like literally drive in silence.
Well, yeah, because you do it for like road trips.
That's true.
I'm talking like 20 minutes on the way home, decompress.
No, I
You'll
like
be in the car for 2
hours.
hours minimum. And you're like, no noise, don't even speak. I'm just
I'm
kidding.
not that
was
big
too
of a
much.
dick about it.
But like no music for like road trips. And I'm like, that blows my mind.
She's like, I love you, Kurt. And you're like, shut your mouth, whore.
Literally. He's like, go high five another fucking man whore.
Fill it with this. Put your mouth on this. There's your noise. No, for me, like, what was it? Your daughter Brinley was eating a sucker.
Oh yeah, this was, and it was so funny because it wasn't just you; it was your oldest daughter, Graceland, too. So
Yeah.
she's sitting on the couch with a sucker, and she's 9, so she's over there like clanging it with her teeth, and you know.
Yeah, no.
And for me, I'm like, whatever. I didn't even really notice it.
block
But
it out.
Kurt was like, Bryn, I love you, but girl. And so,
Please go
Please
away.
stop.
well, so she goes to her bedroom where
She shares a room
with his
with
oldest
my
daughter,
oldest daughter.
Graceland, who's 13. So she goes to the bedroom because she's, doing it in the living room and it was too much. She goes in the bedroom and she's like, comes back out and she's like, I don't know. I can't be anywhere. I can't be in the living room. I can't be in the bedroom. And we were like,
did the same fucking
literally,
thing.
Graceland was like,
God
and then
damn,
Graceland
why
comes
do
back
you
out.
fucking
Graceland
cling
comes
Literally,
out.
stop it.
Graceland comes out and she's like,
I didn't tell you couldn't be
I
in
didn't
there,
tell you
but
couldn't be
that
in there,
sucker.
but that sucker. And I was like,
That's
so
my kid.
proud in that moment too, because I'm like, yeah, that's my kid.
You're like, shit, she got touches
He
of
was
tism
like-
too.
She,
No, I think he was like, damn, she ain't the mailman's.
that's pretty much what I said. But so for me, like the one that shocked me the most.
Oh, I got yours right here too. So go ahead.
So
See if you're
so
lying.
not the one that shocked me.
Call you out.
Not the one that shocked me, but the one that would probably shock other people considering what we do here and like what I do like up on stage and stuff.
Social difficulty?
I have extreme social anxiety.
Yeah, so that's interesting because if you're new to the channel or new to the podcast, Kurt is a lead singer in a band. So
Yeah.
that's interesting.
So if
Sunglasses
you
all the time.
if you ever come to a show and you see me, I have sunglasses on
No eye contact.
and no eye contact.
He was looking at me the whole time that I was there. I don't know about you.
Serenading
Like,
because
you
you're
personally.
familiar.
I believe
Maybe
it.
that's why.
you were
'cause
there,
you
and I
know.
was like, why is he looking at me?
Familiar.
Is he singing to me?
So
I'm about to get 3 spots in Candyland.
So normally what I do at a show is I pick a spot. And I'm always looking there. But I wear the sunglasses so it doesn't look like I'm always looking there. But normally I'm just like looking at a specific spot or a specific person familiar,
Right.
very much like that. But like that's why I wear sunglasses in like settings like this, because I have such horribly like debilitating social anxiety that if I don't like, I couldn't do it if I was having to like look at people. Because my other thing was poor eye contact.
I've literally been on the way to shows before and had to stop and buy you like some gas station sunglasses because
Yeah.
you left yours at home. He's like,
Yeah.
please, will you? I'm like,
I can't do
okay.
it. I cannot do a show if I'm not wearing sunglasses.
You know what's funny? He gives me anxiety for him wearing sunglasses.
You're stressing me out, man.
I cannot tell if he's looking at me or not. And that's like when I knew, because it was like eye contact. I consciously am like estimating the time of giving eye contact. Because
Yeah.
eye contact doesn't bother me, but it's prolonged.
Yeah.
So I was like,
That's fair.
and I know if I look at Todd too long, he's gonna end up getting horny. But
that's
I
it.
gotta,
That goes without saying, Drew.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like for me, like when I'm at a
get
show
horny?
and like
He's getting horny right now.
no. So like I'm at a show, I go on a break and like
That thing's pulling the turtleneck down.
women tend to like talk to me, at a show and stuff. And like, I'm literally standing there, like counting the seconds. Like I cannot look at you for more than 5 seconds because I am not trying to show any interest in you whatsoever or what you're saying at all.
So she was really fat.
Is that what you're saying?
What?
got him.
Holy shit.
Got him.
That might be the first time I was brought to the point of no response. On point of no response.
Hey. Well, no, and it's like you've told me before too, is like a lot of times when you're having conversations with people, you will just say the most off the wall shit.
Yeah.
And other people think it's like, oh, you're trying to be funny
No.
or whatever. No, he's trying to make you as uncomfortable as he
I am.
is.
So
Works on me.
Well, where does that come from me? It's like I'm kind of considered a habitual line stepper. Like I always feel like somebody challenges me with a joke. And, granted, I like to enjoy the joke and just I don't say anything. But if I feel like somebody's challenging me, then I will step. I will step.
You think you're weird, motherfucker? I'll show you.
I will
the beer.
match your shit with my shit.
I've stuck 4 fingers at my butthole.
Oh yeah, well I've ate my own ass. What do you say about that, bitch?
You win. What do you want?
My mom called. I gotta go.
Like, what was it? Like literally every morning we would go outside. We would stand next to one of our coworkers' trucks and we would just talk about.
Oh yeah, be back and forth with me and you. And
Yeah.
everybody's just like, I'm going in.
Yeah. Like, it would just be you and I standing out there.
you know what? I'm not feeling
it.
too well today. I'm gonna take a
And for
sick
us,
day.
yeah.
Gotta go.
Exactly.
For us, like, it was never one up in each other. It was always just, how can we make everybody else as uncomfortable as fuck?
Yeah, writing off of each other's joke and just like push.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. All right.
You're like, you know what? Now that you say that,
Then one by one, they would all go back inside.
Yeah, it was pretty easy.
It was
Too
awesome.
easy.
It was awesome.
Oh shit. Fuck. Oh wait.
What about Cass?
Cass is next.
okay. So my biggest one was ticks and fidgets too. As we talked about earlier, Kurt bought me a literal ratchet for Christmas because I had card problems. A couple months ago at this point.
Yeah.
And I was hanging out with him while he was fixing it, and literally had a ratchet in my hand, socket in this hand, just spinning it to feel the vibrations.
Yeah.
You know? So there's that. But then there's
For
also
hours.
Oh yeah. It was probably
Really?
like
Wow.
3 hours.
I'd like pick it up, do it for a while, put it down, whatever, come back, pick it up. It was constant.
And like, you
Do
know
click
how for
pins also? Like, did you sit there and click a pin?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably, like, I don't realize it till somebody's probably like, you motherfucker, stop. Had
like-
enough.
like-
Then I do it a couple more times. So
Right,
I'm
like-
like, fuck you.
Right.
Don't tell me what
You
to
have
do.
3 more.
like
Right.
earlier, like we were talking about like noises and stuff. Well, while she's doing this, like, because of what we do for a living, I'm literally like, I'm not like, she's making the noise with the ratchet, but it's not registering
Right.
with me.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were going to say it gives you like PTSD. Like, I'm not at work anymore. Please
No,
stop.
I was up underneath her car, like doing the same thing, but for reasons.
But for reasons. I'm over here like, this is a pretty cool fucking ratchet.
I thought you were going to say like, oh, damn, are you working too? Like, oh, cool,
Right.
nice. You helped
Get
me
it,
out.
girl.
I will give her credit. Like, there was a couple points where I was like underneath there and I was like, hey babe, I really need you to like, hold this like up here while I'm down doing this. And like, she took a couple bolts out herself and everything.
nice.
Like,
Yeah, I don't need no man. Strong, independent woman.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I didn't know what the fuck I was
He
doing.
did all the work. Though.
Exactly. Right. Right.
don't need
I'm
no
like,
man.
do
As
you
long
need
as
the
I got Kurt. Keep
flashlight
going.
here or here? But no, so it's like that. But then also, which was not really a question on here, but something that I make fun of myself for, and you do too all the time.
yeah.
Like, say we're at a store, right? You see like a super soft
God.
blanket or a nice jacket, and you feel it, right? Well, same, but I have to feel it like with. Oh my god.
That's all. That's close.
Well,
Bro. That's close. Oh,
You
my
ain't never
God.
played game
Listen.
chicken?
There's a little bit of ball on that. There's like a little bit of ball.
Just
So-
a ti-
I'm like going for the pillow. Kurt's going for the leg. I'm like, this pillow's nice. He's like, that leg is awesome.
Hey.
No, so
Gay
it's,
chicken.
Drew's like,
I'm uncomfortable.
uncomfy.
So it's like I have to feel it, but then I also have to feel it with the back of my hand.
Okay,
oh,
but,
that's different.
Yeah.
Okay.
but now you have to see this from my perspective. I'm shopping, and I turn around and she's not there.
I'm just,
She's
You know,
literally
Down an aisle,
she's literally 3 aisles back doing that.
I've never heard of the back of the hand. That's
I
interesting.
have to feel it both sides. I don't know. I don't know.
You
So
don't
it
even, but
was
you don't do that
the-
with my dick.
I said that it's things that I like to feel that feel good.
I was going to hit that. Nice, okay.
Okay, so
Now I'm getting it.
I mean, really, it was just ticks and fidgets, depression, anxiety, and then the other big one was fixations.
Yeah.
But I think that the fixations is kind of like the
You pointed out my toe thing.
yeah. We'll be sitting at home watching a movie. He'll have like his feet up on the coffee table, and he like twitches or I don't know.
So here's how it goes. It's always
I do that.
It's like
It's always-
big toe, pinky, pinky.
it's you got it wrong.
Oh.
It's right pinky toe, left big toe, right big toe, left pinky toe.
And it's constantly in that order. So he'll do that with his toes.
This a lot.
But then, I do
Is
too.
it similar?
Yeah, similar.
But then he also, like, if he's holding the remote in his hand, at the bottom where you have, like, the arrows and, like, the, OK button in the middle, he's constantly, like, I think he's about to change it or something.
Do you like the ones that have the
He's
button, have the little lumps on them?
yeah, like for the blind
Blind.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
For Helen Keller?
But I'm sitting here.
She's not real.
I'm around.
What?
I'm around.
That's a thing.
Everybody on the spectrum, and I'm by myself.
This is the
You're normal, which is very concerning.
it's very
Honestly,
so fucking
if Todd's the
concerning.
normal one in the group, we're fucked.
we're fucked.
Welcome
no.
to the new normal.
This is the craziest conspiracy theory that she believes in.
What is it?
That Helen Keller, she was a real human, but I don't. She's not real.
Yeah.
Like
She's like, she did
was
not
fucking-
do the things that she
she was
did.
not deaf, dumb, and blind. Like
She was
there's
an
no
author.
Way. Yeah, right? There's no way.
No.
Oh, so you believe in
what's
this
she
too?
dumb? I knew she was deaf. So I knew she was deaf and blind. I don't think she was dumb.
I don't know.
Hey, Drew.
She
I
added
don't
that one.
know.
Drew, if only we had this
That was
thing
a personal
called
thing.
Google that is currently in your lap.
If I remember right, there was a movie about Helen Keller called The Miracle Worker.
Yes.
And it was about her teacher that taught Helen
Yeah.
Keller. And also, if I remember right, Helen Keller learned multiple languages.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no way. That bitch ain't real. There's no way.
That's the same.
Listen. I did see the movie though. I was really little. I was at my grandma's house. She was babysitting me. My mom was at work. She came to pick me up. She said, "I heard you saw Helen Keller." And I said, "No, but I saw Mama Keller." I did. I didn't know what she said. I don't
Only
know.
thing I remember about that movie, because I never saw it, but I did see a piece of it. And this woman was trying to grab Helen Keller's hands and show her
Yes.
sign language, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Helen Keller could go,
Really?
you know, it was like,
But it's like,
Wise
how did
words.
Wise words. No truer words have ever been spoken.
But honestly, it's like, how did she know? She was deaf and blind. How did she know that A meant A and A stood for apple? What the fuck is an apple to someone who can't see or hear it? Like,
The only thing I can understand, objects would be easier than anything.
I mean,
If you
fair,
could
'cause
spell
you
it
can
out and then be
feel
like,
it.
take a bite, bitch.
that's an apple. Take a bite, bitch.
Take a bite, bitch.
do you think that she showed her that in sign right before? She's like, take a bite, bitch.
She wrote it out.
This is a penis.
You don't bite that.
Oh, that begs the question: what would Helen Keller want on Epstein Island?
Oh God.
Sight.
You terrible fucking human.
Okay, but is he wrong?
He's
though?
not wrong.
I mean, shit.
He's not wrong.
Look, Epstein Island was about dreams, making them come true.
Jesus. Sight.
God
Fucking
damn it.
sight.
I will see you all in hell.
I'll be right there with you, but
Literally.
God damn, I'll feel
my
a little
God.
bit better about myself.
Shit.
Look at Dad over there. He's like contemplating. He's like, totally not funny.
It is funny.
He's looking at you like, why are you like
But
this?
I think that's a great.
know.
Is
I
that
think
his
it's a good
nickname?
question.
Is his nickname Daddy Drew?
Oh.
Daddy. I don't know.
That's only for. That's only for
Oh.
one lady.
That's only for
Oh,
certain
he said that
things,
is reserved.
All right, let me go into mine. I think.
Yes.
Yes. Mine's really quick because I forgot to like look at the rest of it, and mine just said something like, "Totally does not have autism."
You're good to go,
You
pal.
totally do not have autism. You probably can't look at that,
Again, I stand by my statement. If Todd's the only normal one in here, we're fucked.
We are fucked.
We're fucked.
Yeah.
but I think with this said is like, do not self-diagnose. If you think you have a condition, I
Yeah.
think go see
True
a
said,
professional.
don't be like me.
Don't be like me.
No, I don't even know about that anymore. I don't think doctors. I think doctors are paid off to
Yes.
do diagnoses
Oh,
anymore.
fuck, we're gonna get
They
into that too. Yeah, probably.
Well,
Yeah, probably.
I'll make it quick, right quick. I think doctors are paid by the pharmaceutical companies. I think doctors are paid by politicians. I think because this is where we're going to, where men are women and women are men. Chappelle got shit for a lot of his trans jokes. And one of the latest ones was him making a joke about Jim Carrey on his special, I think, was it called Dreamers or Dreamer or something like that? But he brought this joke back around that he had to meet Jim Carrey when he was playing Andy Kaufman, Man in the Moon. And Jim Carrey was Andy always.
Yep.
He never, veered from that. And he said it made him feel like he was meeting a trans person.
He said that's how trans
I
people
gotta
make me
pretend.
feel.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
So
I missed that one.
So I was watching this thing on YouTube. It was a documentary, and it was saying, it was like, America did not wake up and want to debate transgenderism. And I was like, do go on. And they were like, okay, in 2012, we had this movement called Occupy Wall Street, right? People are waking up. They're like, hey, the way this shit's going down, yeah, not really a fan. So then it's like, okay, how do we get people distracted? All right, let's push this like abortion, gay issue, transgenderism, all this. We did not wake up and go, what's a man? What's not a man? All that. No. This was all manufactured. This was all to get us distracted from, hey, BlackRock owns 2/3 of the world's wealth and they're buying up all the houses and this, that, and the other. And like, you know, Trump, all this type of shit and everything. It's like, nah, we did not wake up and want to debate this shit. We don't give a fuck.
This is why I like certain aspects of psychology. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit drunk right now. But I like certain aspects of psychology. However, if you look at the 1970s, being gay was considered a mental disorder.
Yes.
And now suddenly you can be a fucking cat and it's just like, oh, this is just who you identify with. And this is
Right.
some, not all, of the psychological community. And it's like, what the fuck? Where the hell are we at?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I want to take a shit in a fucking litter box and I'm a kitty cat?
Yeah.
You know, go out into the wild. Why don't you fucking stay outside by yourself in the winter and see how long
Yep.
you're a kitty cat.
I was reading this statistic. It said 0.025% of the American population is transgender.
So that's what I was just looking up. And that's my point. It's all media.
Yeah.
So when I look on TikTok, that's all I see.
Oh, yeah.
So that's in my head, I started thinking like, oh fuck, it's everywhere.
Right.
When you look at the
They
bigger
make
picture,
this, yeah.
No.
so that's where the media pushes.
Right.
But then I was watching Joe Rogan and he was talking about this and he said, here's the craziest thing. He said, yes, 0.5% of our population is transgender. And he said over 40% of those people commit suicide.
It's wild.
And it's like, if there wasn't anything wrong, if this wasn't, because up until 2018, gender dysmorphia was an actual mental illness.
Yeah.
It's no longer one. We now encourage and we're giving, medications to kids who are 5 years old who don't even know how to tie their fucking shoe, but they want to be whatever. We're doing it.
I saw this thing the other day and it was like, if your 5-year-old came up to you and said, Mommy, I'm a pirate, you're not going to cut off their fucking leg.
Arg.
Honestly though,
Peg
I'm
leg.
like,
I mean, are they running up and down the stairs like very dangerously? I mean, is this for their own protection?
fair. We need context here.
But yeah,
It's true.
I just find how easily swayed the population is by media
What are you trying to say,
is
dude?
absolutely disgusting to me.
No, I looked up. So I remember I saw it somewhere.
I said, what are you trying to say?
I never did research. No. 5-minute research.
Girl, guy, girl,
Right?
normal guy.
Normal
There we go.
guy.
That's fucking concerning as shit.
Honestly.
But there's some evidence that shows a link between gender dysphoria and autism. So you're not really questioning your gender. You're just autistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that.
And that's okay.
I think there's a lot
And
of,
that's okay.
And then like even going there, right? Like we have seen a 200% increase in autism since the 1980s versus what it was for hundreds of years prior to that. Now, could you go to the it just wasn't diagnosed? Sure. But a 200% increase over the last 40 years.
Yeah, that's hard to explain. But I think a lot of it is,
I
as
agree.
medicine advances, you get better diagnosis. So you get a higher,
Do you think this is an advance?
No.
I said 400 is pretty hard to explain. So I agreed with that. I'm just saying.
with all of this stuff, here's the funny thing: is we're going to run into a lot of issues. One of them is this happened a couple years ago, but there was in New Jersey, a prison of only females, and then there was a transgendered man or transgendered woman that was put into a female prison, and 2 of the inmates became pregnant. Now there's a lot of arguments, okay, but I think about Jurassic Park and the character that Jeff Goldblum played. His name was Ian Malcolm.
Best character, I feel,
And-
in that movie.
And I
Must go
quote,
faster.
"Life will find a way." So in an all-woman prison, 2 women got pregnant.
Life will find a way.
Life will
The
find a way.
Virgin
Life will find a
Mary.
way. Like I learned how to see all of the free titties I ever wanted to see in real life. And it was to play guitar, and it was to learn this song called "Drop 'Em Out" by Willie Walker Jr.
I know the song.
And I would literally just sit there and sing "Drop 'Em Out," and chicks would just be like, "Woo!"
Did you ever get grossed out?
No,
But how
some.
often did that happen? Like, how often did they actually like, yeah?
Hey,
One time?
here's my question. Like the ones here are cool, but if they go here and you see them right here,
Like they only have to go like here.
but that
Yeah,
begs
right,
that begs the question. That begs the question: is there ever a set of titties that you don't want to see?
yeah.
I would say no.
It all depends on where
You
where
wanna
the
see
nipple
grandma
is
tits?
pointing.
I would see grandma titties.
Where's the nipple pointing? Is it
I don't
pointing to
care
the
if
floor?
I don't care if they're down at their ankles.
What if
Is it
they're
pointing?
You ever see like flapjack tits where they slide all the way down?
Yeah,
and the nipples are just right there though.
yeah.
They're pointing out.
As long as they're looking at you, it's okay.
Exactly.
Just like, where's my syrup? Get
And like
that
I said,
flapjack tit in my mouth.
like I said earlier, man, even if it's a
got
train
some
wreck,
butter?
You got
even
some
if it's a
butter on
train wreck, I want to see it.
I
It's
feel
like
like,
know
penises
about that
too.
one.
Like I love seeing penises.
I feel like Kurt lives by the motto
Get
of
that.
like, do it for the story.
That like literally, I have told you like 1,000 times. I want that on my tombstone.
Yeah, do it for the story.
Show me your dick.
Show me your dick.
Hold on.
I
Wait,
didn't-
did I miss?
I agree with
What does that say? Down at the door.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah.
Got it. Thank you, D. Thank you for the note.
No,
All
but
right.
I do understand. Like, do it for the story.
Yeah.
But
That
there's
is
a
Kurt's
fucking
life
limit.
motto. Oh,
No.
not for
There
is a
Kurt.
line.
Not
No.
for Kurt the Dirt.
No.
No.
Not for you, 'cause Candyland, bro. That's
I was
Literally.
watching Chappelle's Dreamer, and when he tells stories, that's what I think about for real. Is like life is really about the stories that you produce, like that you have in your mind and stuff like that. And I'm just like, man, he's got funny stories. Half of them, I wonder if they're made up, but
Good story
There might be
regardless,
some
I guess.
stretches.
Yeah,
I think there's some.
they're
obviously
stretching
some
to it and
stretches,
stuff like
but-
that.
Exaggeration.
But I mean,
no.
a lot of-
I will say no. I will say they're not.
Yeah, maybe not. I mean, he's had a
yeah,
very
might not
interesting
be.
life. So, but I do think that is like,
Well,
here's one thing is I think on my deathbed, am I going to be sad about regretting things I did or regretting things I didn't do?
Oh, yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure.
You
the
know what
ones
I'm
I
saying?
didn't do.
Yeah, that's the
Right.
way I
The
feel
ones
about
I
that too.
didn't do.
It's
Right.
like, man, I should have done this, should have done this,
Yeah.
versus I should have, not been
Right.
so mean to that person. I don't think I'm going to think about that. I'm just like,
No.
man, fuck, I should have fucked that bitch in the butthole.
Yes.
And then I pulled it out and just put it in her mouth.
Yes.
What?
I think about adventurous shit. You're thinking about fucking sucking wieners.
Like, dude, when
never
my
I know, I was over
I
here
ne-
like, I need to go skydiving again.
That's what I was saying. I have been. It was,
Me
it was a
too.
fucking great ass time.
Right.
I
No.
remember right when you went skydiving, you had a guy's dick in your back
And
because
it
you were
was
tandem.
fun.
And he can't wait to do it again.
So
And
like
he actually had to keep grabbing my forehead, which was weird as fuck. But I was like,
You're like,
I was just so concentrated. The dude that I was with was like pointing to the camera, like, look at it. Because I got the video because it's the first time I went, So I'm just like so concentrated on everything else around me. And he's like pointing and pointing and pointing. And finally he was like, look. I was like, oh, yeah.
No,
you're supposed to look horizon, right? Like
yeah, you
at the
have to
horizon.
keep your head up.
Right,
your chin
right.
up.
He was
Right.
just trying to give me like, look at the camera. Because it was the first time I've been. So like I bought the video for it because I'm like,
Why wouldn't you?
because he's a
Yeah.
bougie
Exactly.
bitch.
fair. And so he's like trying to like, give me like point at it. So it's like
doubt.
worth the money that I spent to get the video, But I'm just over here like living my best life, taking it all in. He's like, look at the fucking camera,
The
you
tism.
idiot.
Yeah.
I kept looking down. I was like,
He's like,
he kept
no,
smacking
sir.
my forehead.
You're probably about to tumble and start doing front flips.
Yeah, right.
Maybe.
The ground
you
is
know?
getting closer.
So he would like hit my forehead and pull my head up.
Yeah.
Because he told me that beforehand. He was like, you have to keep your head up, your chin up. And
No.
I was like, oh!
Now,
This is fucking awesome.
If I remember right, you had a girlfriend at the time. You guys did it together, right?
Yeah.
Now here's the question: he was hitting you in the forehead, right? Was he like? Was the other guy like shoving his fingers in her mouth, like
Fish hooking her
Maybe
shit.
fish hook.
I wasn't paying no attention. I didn't care. This is my moment. I didn't give a fuck about hers.
I don't give a shit.
Like here's an example of how easy it is to get me to do something, right? I was 18 years old. I had been living with my buddy for a little while in his family. And one day he walks upstairs and he's like, hey, I need you to tape this pound of weed to your nutsack. We're going to go down to UC and sell it.
Jesus.
You're like, do it for the story.
Literally.
Literally.
Right.
Go to jail for the story.
My balls are
asked-
so big. Tape 2 bags.
I asked I asked
I got 2
zero.
Dominics.
I asked 0 questions except for this: is it Scotch tape or duct tape?
Oh my god.
That was the only question I asked.
That's a valid question.
I mean,
Were you shaving at that point in time?
I was, and
thank God.
like I needed to shave. If it was Scotch tape, I'd be all right. If it was duct tape, I was like, I got to shave
you're
this
getting a
shit.
free
God.
wax.
Yeah. Before we do this,
Yeah.
so we're on our way down to UC, and we get pulled over by a state trooper on 129.
Before you get into that, you obviously didn't play sports, did you?
I did.
What about sport tape? Like,
Oh, medical tape.
medical
Yeah,
tape.
yeah, yeah. you would
It
think.
did not hold. It did not hold.
Too sweaty, huh?
Yeah.
You should wash.
Yeah, that
Go ahead.
shit.
She's like,
I'm
can
embarrassed
confirm.
Can confirm.
Can
You heard it here.
confirm.
Right.
Nice ass cast.
Can confirm.
That's fair.
And so we're on our way down to UC to give the weed to our buddy, and there's 4 of us, and we've all got a pound of weed strapped to our nutsack. We get pulled over by a state trooper on 129, and he comes up to the window and he's like, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" And in my head, I'm like, "Because of the 4 pounds of weed we got strapped to our nutsacks right now." I didn't say that out loud, but I was definitely
I wonder why. Why would you?
I was
God.
definitely pissing myself, and
That weed was shit after that.
it was skunked.
It was worth as good as balls, sweaty balls.
And my buddy who's driving, he looks at me. He's like, "No, sir, I don't know why you pulled us over. You're going the speed limit." He's like, "You don't have a seatbelt on." And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, I'm about ready to go to prison because this dude wasn't wearing a fucking seatbelt. But I did it for the story.
My favorite line: when
Jesus.
you're breaking the fucking law, don't break the law.
Literally, Kurt says
So-
all the time, minimize your crime.
That's actually easier to probably do.
Minimize your crime.
Same
breaking the law.
concept.
Don't break the law.
Right.
Like
You got
I'll-
fucking weed strapped to your nutsack.
Put your
a
fucking
seatbelt on.
seatbelt on.
on.
all of us
Don't
had
speed.
seatbelts on. He was
Keep
the only
your
one that
headlights.
didn't. So he gets a ticket for not having a seatbelt on. But we continue on down to UC and dispense our wares.
So I'm a little bit, not smart when it comes to weed baggage.
Yeah.
You had a pound of weed?
Yes.
A pound. Yeah, a pound.
Yes.
Are
It was
you
a half.
sure?
I swear to God. On my
Pound of weed. That's a big fucking.
this is
Brick.
this is how serious I
Were you
am.
wearing an adult diaper?
This is how serious I am. On my sister's grave,
You ain't gotta do all that.
I mean,
I had a half pound of weed strapped to each side.
You said, "Oh, hat." Okay.
I know. I was like,
So
wait a
half-
minute.
Okay, so that does change it because I thought it was,
Like
at
just
least
one
half,
solid, right?
Yeah.
It was
okay, I got you.
half.
Does
on-
it? Why would you do that on your sister's grave?
Just Hey, the guy in Saltburn did a lot worse.
I was just getting ready to say the same. I'm like, have you seen Saltburn though? Literally, the fucking bathtub.
Oh, that cum tastes
I
so
didn't even get to see
good.
that scene.
That's-
I fucking fell asleep.
I'm gonna have to watch this for next week.
You
Fuck
made it in like 30 seconds, bro.
did.
You made
Honestly.
it past
I
the
was-
credits.
Yeah, I was
Maybe.
fucking out. I was on the couch.
I'm pretty sure the credits were still rolling while they were in the bar.
My girlfriend watched it all. She was like, "Yeah,
What
it was
did she say?
She's like, it was fucked up."
It
That was like
was.
all she told me.
It's the
She was
most
like, it was
fucked up movie I've
Here's
ever
the thing,
seen.
though. When she came to bed, did she come to bed satisfied? Like she was, you're just like, "Hey, what's up?" And she's like, "No, I'm good."
She's like, no, oh my
No,
god,
she
it was
woke
so
me up.
fucked up.
We were on the couch. She woke me up and we
She's like,
dragged me to bed.
She's like, "Come to bed just so you can sleep. Don't touch me. I'm
I'm
finished."
finished.
No, she got mad because I didn't do anything.
Oh,
So maybe.
Drew's names. Yes.
Nicknames.
let's end this podcast with the nicknames, right?
We got to
Nicknames.
end?
We're going to end. We are 141. And I'm Todd.
So-
awesome Rod.
With the nice rod.
With a nice rod.
Yeah.
So
With a
two-
nice rod.
2 podcasts ago, we were supposed to create nicknames for me.
Yeah.
And what I saw a few submissions, but I didn't see a lot of votes. So what I was going to suggest is Todd in this description.
Wonderful Rod Todd.
Puts down the top. There are some votes. Puts down the top ones. And then this is the time that people vote.
Yes.
And I will go by that nickname.
So this is the last go. This
Yeah.
is the last go right
I
here.
would
Yeah.
say that.
All right. So I'm going to name off all of these. And
Are these the top runners or are these just
no,
ones
these
you
are
created?
all of them. All of them. And I did come up
Okay.
with one today.
Okay.
So I'm going to name this one first.
I'm here for it.
So I
Love it. Can't wait.
You're in the future also.
wanted to call you Princess Vespa.
Ooh.
Vespa?
Yeah, Princess Vespa.
Vespa.
See if you can
Princess
figure out that in.
Vespa.
Can you figure that out?
Vespa?
Vespa.
Vespa.
Oh,
It's
You're-
it's from a movie.
Are you Italian?
no.
Okay.
German.
Tragic.
Spaceballs.
Oh,
You know why?
dude.
Why?
She was a Druish princess.
Oh, but that's too niche. That's very niche.
Dude, it's fucking dead on. I was
So,
like,
like-
good. Okay.
I was in the bathroom. I think I might have been
I
taking a
believe you.
shit.
I
And
trust
it just popped in my head. I was like, God damn,
You
this
do
is
have
perfect.
some feminine qualities. I can see it.
So like Penelope
I do. I'm
von
cute, I
Schweetz.
know.
She was like the only
Ooh.
Druish
Druish.
princess.
Druish.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
have you ever seen Spaceballs?
I have not. I've seen like 5 movies ever.
Dude, okay, you want to see a list? You want to see
seen
a
it
list?
so long
Dude, we're
ago.
going through this list right now.
Oh, hang on. We got to get through this.
Yes.
We got
Let
to
him
get through this. We'll do
let
the
him get
list.
through.
All right, here we go. We'll go fast. So, Princess Vespa was my
That was pretty good. Okay.
Drew, aka Princess Vespa. The Drewmeister. Drew Baca.
Oh,
I like Drew Baca so
I
far.
like that.
Cass, I feel like you're going to like this one
Okay.
better. Drew P. Wiener.
Oh,
All right. You got me.
Thanks,
Drew B.
Alicia.
Wiener.
Thanks, Alicia.
Alicia, you are the woe man.
Shout
now,
out.
now, for some reason, your buddy put this one up,
Oh.
but we can't see it. I guess I don't know why.
Can you see it now?
No. So I
that's
don't know,
so weird.
but it's called Nazi Drew.
Drewmany.
Oh, is it? Oh, sorry.
Nazi Drewmany.
Nazi
That's
Drewmany.
funny.
Drewmany.
I like it.
Let me
That's my vote so far.
Nazi Drew. God, we can't do that one.
No, okay.
It's so good, but I don't think we.
You do kind of look like Christoph Waltz.
So I
my
asked Drew some questions
I
the
love
other
him,
day.
by the
So
way.
I came up with this one. Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh,
I love anime.
Cody at work, he came up with this one. Drew Bald. Instead of blue bald.
Yeah,
Drew
Drew
Bald.
Bald.
I told him it was really bad.
That's pretty terrible. That's the worst one so far. Just saying.
Jujutsu Drew. And then here's my rant that I made the other day.
Oh yeah.
Ew, it's Drew.
Yeah.
Drew the dick ass.
Yeah.
Pepe Le Drew.
Ooh.
You remember Pepe Le
Yeah.
Pew?
Yeah.
Doo Doo Drew.
I like
Drew
that.
Dickalotopus.
Your girl
Or-
would be horrible.
or the opposite. Drew suck a lot of dick.
Ooh.
Nancy Drew.
Oh,
I like that.
yeah. I do.
Drucifer.
Drew.
I've gotten that one.
That's kind of
I've got that
badass, actually.
That's a pretty good one.
That's
I do like
that's
Drucifer.
badass.
So is Drucifer at least one of them? The
Yeah, I think you
possibilities?
should,
yeah.
All right, there we go.
I've gotten that before. So yeah.
Yeah.
Drew Tan Clan.
Oh, that's pretty fucking awesome.
I think
my
that might have been
God.
D's. D may have said
That's
Drew Tan
awesome.
Clan. Drewster the Rooster.
Okay.
Drewby Dooby Doo Drew.
So let me get this. Let me
Or
get
could
this
be
real
just
quick.
Drewby Dooby Doo.
So let me get this. So my brother sings that to me. He says,
Oh.
"Drooby dooby doo,
Where are you?
All right, I'll
And
put this
then-
in.
Some
So
work
my
to
nickname
do.
used to be Drooby, and then it just turned into Doobie.
Oh,
So then I was like, little Doobie, like Doobie Drew, Doobie.
That's like a rap name, Lil Doobie.
Yeah.
Bars.
Little Dooby Drew.
bars.
All right. So, and then here's one. The Droobicorn. Oh, wait. The Drunicorn.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Oh.
the
Oh,
Drunicorn.
for
Unicorn.
like children of
Okay.
the corn.
Or it could be like a unicorn.
No, I think it was unicorn. Yeah.
true.
Oh,
I
I'm
don't
so
think
sorry.
anybody was going
I
there.
went a scary movie.
This is like dead on. Druid.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So for all the gamers, I play.
World of Warcraft.
Oh fuck! It just fucking.
What do you play?
I just blanked.
You play the skin flute?
And he just pointed no response to himself.
I did. What is that
You
game?
bonered yourself, dude.
Where you play a druid.
Oh, we gotta
You can
call
play
it that.
a druid.
Yeah,
rogue.
poner. You ponered yourself.
You ponered yourself.
Yeah.
Fuck, ponerd.
Tragic.
Ponerd.
You got pwned, bro.
So I'm going to continue. You can keep it looking up. So there's the Drunicorn, Druid, Drew Boy. I got like Drew Boy. So racist. A little bit.
So racist.
Drewlicious. I like this one. Drew Manji.
I like that one.
I'm throwing Drew Manji in
I like that one.
So it's Diablo 4. I made a druid. And
Yeah.
its name is literally Druid.
Druid.
That's funny.
Nice.
I love it.
Diablo
I
Drew.
spelled the same way. Here's one that's really, really fucking bad, but it makes. Anyway, Drewminator.
The Drewminator.
And the last one I put is Sarah.
I saw that one.
And I'm gonna put Sarah as one of the top 10.
I hope that
You say
wins.
Sarah a lot. You say Sarah a lot.
I don't know why I said it, honestly.
He just fucking made that shit up.
I was drunk off my ass and I was just like, and Sarah. All right, so at least
Is
top
Drew
five.
P. Wiener on there? As I think
yeah.
it should be.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be. It's
You-
gonna,
It
you gotta
definitely
vote.
should
Yeah,
be.
you can definitely thank Alicia for that one.
Shout out Alicia.
One of
That was
our-
the one
our big
I voted
watchers.
for.
That's
I
pretty
voted
good.
Wiener.
for Droopy Wiener.
I like Drew P. Winner.
I like Drew Baca.
That's
Oh,
pretty good
I like
too.
that one a lot.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw Drew Baca in that one.
So Todd's gonna add the top runners
Yeah.
to the no. You need to make a comment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
There you
maybe
go.
make a comment for
A
each
pin.
one?
And then
I
get
can make a
whoever.
pin. I can pin a comment, and I'll throw these out there. And
They write.
You guys, please vote.
That's all you
for
gotta
whatever
do.
you like.
That's all you got to do.
Just put a thumbs up.
Well, I think, or like Drew was saying, do a separate comment for each of the top runners, and whichever one gets the most likes.
Yeah.
Is that?
Whatever's
yeah,
easier.
That's,
whatever's
you know.
easiest for you guys. I will look at them all. It took me 2 minutes to look at the two that we had the other day. So yeah,
So to end this, so Cass and I have been dating now for a little over 2.5 years. We're
Congrats.
engaged, and
you both make bad choices.
That's how we ended up here, you know.
that's how we ended up here. So I watched a lot of movies growing up. You guys have watched a lot of movies growing up, right? Well, Cass, nice
I've
ass
seen
Cass.
like 5 movies ever.
Before we started dating, she had seen like 5 movies. She had never seen a single Indiana Jones.
No,
Terrible.
never. Tragic, right?
In this relationship now.
The Crystal
Red
Skull was
flag.
the best one ever.
Fuck
Indiana
your
Jones
ass.
and the crystal
that's
glass.
that's the second
Words
worst
are
one.
hard, huh?
I'm gonna
Crystal
slash
Skull.
Drew's tires before he gets outside.
That's Shia LaBeouf in it. Okay, it was amazing.
So
I hate Shia LaBeouf in that movie.
so
He was so stupid.
I'm not gonna name every single one of these, but like so over the course of our relationship, I'd be like, "Oh, have you seen this movie?" And
answer's always
99.9% of the time, the answer was no. So here's just a few of the movies. So we got this list. You probably can't see it.
So is this just going to be a me and Todd reaction of like,
It is.
oh, I'm like never seen it.
along with no, I guarantee it. So
Go.
The Princess Bride is on here. She had never seen
Loved
it.
it.
Jesus.
Never.
Awful.
Oh Brother, We're Out Thou. She had not seen this until yesterday.
Fucking, ooh,
I know.
God,
I'm
now
so
I'm pissed.
sorry.
I've only seen pieces.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my god!
Now it's you.
Stop hating me.
Todd, can I get a
Fucking
cheers?
amazing.
No, because now you've seen it.
But prior to like yesterday, I hadn't.
I know who's in it. George Clooney. You know.
Let's go down
Yes.
the river and pray.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, you should be shot if you haven't seen that.
Yeah, I didn't see that until my 20s. And I
Really?
was oh
I
my
still
God.
haven't.
Wonderful movie.
Inglorious Bastards.
Oh, that's a good movie.
I'm so sorry.
Fight
Amazing.
Club.
Amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
She had never seen Fight Club. Rain Man.
Amazing.
Are you
Cas-
trying to
not
give
seen
me
it.
lots of hate? Is
Casino.
That what's happening? People are going to yell at me.
I've not
One
seen
of my
Cas-
favorite. Oh,
Casino is so good.
Someone save me, Danny DeVito.
Oh,
Right.
fuck.
Wait. It's the other guy. It's the other short one in Hollywood. What was
Yes,
his
I
name?
know.
Danny
Yes,
DeVito.
Pesci.
Pesci. That's why I apologize. I love Danny DeVito and Pesci. So
I love Danny DeVito's like my uncle or something. I don't know. We're just both Italian.
Scarface.
I've only seen the beginning.
I thought it was all right. I mean,
Yeah,
Reservoir Dogs.
amazing.
very good.
Such
movie.
a good Event Horizon.
Oh, I love it.
Such a
So
I can't even picture that.
Dee had nicknamed her car years and years ago Event Horizon because she took it to work every day, essentially saying, "Every day I took this to hell."
That's amazing.
So she, I swear to God, she nicknamed her car Event Horizon. Go on.
I've
that
never
is
seen this
amazing.
one.
You've never seen Event Horizon? Dude,
No,
it's
I've
the
never
best.
even.
There's legends about this movie.
He said
Yeah.
it's like a
There's
space horror.
Yes.
Space Hellraiser.
Yes.
Hellraiser. Okay.
Oh, that's
Yes.
good.
Yeah,
That's a good
so-
comparison. What I'm seeing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so there's a legend about it though that there's a director's cut.
Oh, Kurt
that,
Russell.
that people were throwing up
Yeah.
when they saw it.
Yeah.
Really?
It's legend. It's a legend.
Right, right.
That nobody
Yeah.
knows if it really exists, but I would love to see it. Anyway, go ahead.
Absolutely.
That one, though.
The Hurt
idea.
Locker. She had never seen The Hurt Locker.
Is that the
seen
bomb
that.
one?
Yeah.
No, it's
Amazing.
Did you just spoil it?
Memento.
oh, you can only see that once.
Yeah.
I've never
You can never see it more than that.
seen
It's a wonderful
everything
movie.
about it, but never watched the movie.
Watch it once and then fucking forget it.
Yep.
And it
You
never
know,
happened.
That's the one where
Yeah.
he has
It's
memory loss, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Wonderful.
Inception.
Amazing.
Have to watch it.
Fucking
It's so good. The Green Mile.
Amazing.
Oh my God, Stephen King.
It's wild to me because for the longest time I would use my age as an excuse, right? Because Kurt's 6 years older than I am.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, yeah, that's why. Like, you've seen all these great movies.
this
Like,
is
it's
it.
like, but
It's a year
you're
difference.
a year older than I am, and he's like, you've never fucking seen that. I'm like, God damn it! You're supposed to help me out here, Drew.
A river runs through it.
I've not seen that.
Never even heard of that.
Kevin Bacon's in that, right?
No,
No,
that's Brad
Leo.
Pitt.
No, not Leo.
Pitt?
Brad Pitt. Yeah,
That is one of the best Brad Pitt movies that has ever existed.
it was very good. That one we have watched. It's on the list.
I've not
we
watched
watched
that.
it. It was really
I'm
good.
Never even heard of that.
I'm a
one.
piece of
No,
shit.
no. You haven't seen A River Runs Through It. You watched
no, The Legends of the Fall.
Legends of the Fall.
That's right.
Which is another great
You're
fucking
thinking
movie.
of the Rapids one. Are you
Yeah,
thinking
yeah,
about
yeah.
the- yeah.
Yep,
I know
yep.
exactly
Where
which
the-
one
the
you're thinking
kidnapping
of.
sort of thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Seven.
You have to watch Seven.
Seven is so good.
Is that
Brad
the
Pitt.
one?
Brad
It's
Pitt.
like
We talked about
Brad
this on the
Pitt,
podcast.
Morgan
Seven,
Freeman.
like 7.
I haven't seen that one.
Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yep, Gwyneth Paltrow.
I know how it's spelled, but
Old Boy.
which one?
Oh,
You
he's
guys say
so
both.
excited.
You guys say
Either,
both.
either the Korean or the American one, but the Korean one is better.
Thank you.
I've only seen the American one, so I apologize
You
for
have to watch the
I
Korean
apologize
one.
for that. I'm really sorry.
that. I know that I'm a piece of
That's
shit.
one of
This is
my
why
favorite.
I deal
I've
with this.
accepted
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, every night that I go to bed, I'm just like, I'm not watching the Korean version.
What a piece of garbage I am.
I will have to. I will have to. Okay.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
That's
That's a
it's a movie.
Oh,
What?
is that
Is that
it's the one about Queen.
The one that came out recently?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With what's his face?
Yeah, the guy plays Freddie Mercury.
I've never seen it. Yeah, no.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
no,
so
I've
good.
not seen it.
Apparently he did fucking amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Playing him.
Enemy at the Gates.
No.
Never heard of her.
So good. Oh my god.
He's
You never
so
heard of
upset.
it?
Oh my god.
That was one of me and my dad showed me this movie. Oh my god, I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna have to pause
My
you guys
dad
right
showed
there.
me 8 Mile.
What movie did we watch last night? Oh yeah, three billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri.
Yeah. I did not like the ending of that one.
The ending,
Oh yeah, no.
I don't think I saw that one.
Oh.
Have you seen it?
No idea.
it's so
No.
good. It's so fucking good,
Oh,
man.
hold
Wait,
on,
we
hold
got to
on.
get back into the list.
Yes.
Hold on, I think Todd just challenged me.
Go.
Oh, that was weak.
That was
Give me a
terrible.
minute.
Weak.
I really thought it was gonna be better. We'll cut that like it never happened.
Sound like a woman.
That's fair.
So
going to burp so loud.
so another one on this list that had shocked me was 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Have seen that a long time ago.
She had never seen it. Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind.
Well, you have to watch 2001: A Space Odyssey if you're going to watch Barbie, because I did see I have not seen Barbie, but I saw the very beginning of Barbie, and they mocked
Oh, shit.
2001:
Really?
A Space Odyssey.
Really? I haven't seen
Remember
either.
the Barbie being thrown up in the air?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was all the beginning of 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Okay.
That's clever.
Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind.
That's the Jim Carrey one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fucking depressing.
Yes.
Right?
I loved it.
It's so good though.
I go
was
in these
like-
kicks.
I was sad.
I go in these kicks where it's like I want to watch the most depressing movie.
Yes, right. That's fair.
I promise.
It's like depressing
is-
music.
Yeah.
Like you're
So,
feeling bad, you want to
Sometimes
get
you just
into
want to be
shit.
sad.
This is
No.
I don't know what this is. I don't know what
He's
this
the normal
is.
one.
Who hurt you?
But I will try to watch movies that will make me cry so
Yeah.
I can feel some pain.
I
yeah.
feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
you
like
know-
sad songs.
Masochism.
Oh my god! Do you know what
that
I've
what
been
that
watching?
is?
You know what I've been watching for the past month?
Like the
What?
Teletubbies.
Bob's Burgers.
I love Bob's Burgers. Fucking Tina, she's uncomfortable and she just.
Everybody.
I like the way she runs.
amazing.
That's the way I run at
Oh
work.
my god, it's the best.
I love how the guy who voices Bob.
always.
I love how the guy who voices Bob is the same guy that voices Archer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that till you told me that.
I don't watch.
Yeah.
I have not watched Archer.
You know how they always try to put a lot of the times they put like the voice actors and pretty much make them as the voice actor.
Yeah.
But no.
Right.
You look at Archer.
Well, plus
well,
they're-
we can.
Plus they're two FX shows.
I love
so
that
I
you
bet
have
he
the
has a
computer.
contract.
Right.
I bet he has a contract with FX.
Fair.
And they were like, hey,
So this is the
There it
yeah.
was. That was better.
So this is the Archer. This is the Archer voice actor right here.
If you have a fart brewed up, like just pull that mic down, and
yeah.
just bend over, and just
All
let it
right.
rip.
even if
All
you have
right.
a queef.
Aim it at Drew too. Queef.
Even if it's a queef.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Drew. We're talking about queefs and farts.
Carry on.
He looks
But
familiar.
anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
he's a very.
He voices Archer on the left and Bob's Burgers on the right.
he's not a stand-up comic, is he?
oh shit.
I think he was at some time. At some point.
John Benjamin.
You remember that guy who thought we were all washed up comedians?
Oh, the guy from Belgium that he's going to go visit.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go pay him
Yeah.
a visit?
Pay him a visit. Be like, hey,
I
man,
should be going if I can get a passport.
I'm from the PONR podcast.
For the
You
PONR
said we were
podcast.
all washed up comedians.
You're going to be like, hey, you piece of shit. Let me rip your stockings off your legs.
No, he's gonna be like, "Hey, you piece of shit, you want to play Candyland?"
Oh, god damn.
So
That's
speaking
Kurt's thing, not mine.
speaking of washed up comedians,
Motherfucker, I'm going to give you the
No,
Belgian
you
waffle.
don't have to tell this.
I'm telling this story.
You
I'm
really
telling this story.
shouldn't tell this
So speaking
story.
of washed up
I
comedians,
tried.
so I was traveling the country putting security systems in prisons, and I found myself, during COVID, like after I got laid off, I was just traveling around putting security systems in
Did
prisons.
you purposefully like put something like, like
Back door?
No, but the
back door
Yeah, like-
entry.
The craziest thing is that I had to sign a piece of paper that said that if I ever went to prison or jail, that I would be put in solitary confinement because I knew how their security systems worked.
That's wild.
you should have put some
So,
Something.
fail
right?
safe.
so,
Not fail safes, but the opposite.
My name's Tom.
Say fail.
so I'm in St. Paul, Minnesota, and there's really nothing to do in St. Paul, Minnesota. Sorry if you're from there and you're watching this.
So he decides he's gonna go do stand up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do stand up.
Nice.
For a whopping 7.
It might have been
Yes.
7. It might have been
Maybe.
7 people, maybe. So
In the bar.
Everybody got to start somewhere.
You got to start
You know?
somewhere. Yeah.
yeah. So I tell
Open mic
this.
night.
This podcast started with me. Liking,
Talking to yourself?
Liking me. So here we
So
go.
Todd.
Hey, Todd. So I was telling this joke. It's a real story that happened to me about the time that I met Ben Roethlisberger. If you don't know, he was
Rotten booger.
yeah. He was the
He's
quarterback.
been waiting to tell that one.
He was the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers for a long time. But before that, he went to Miami University, Oxford, Ohio, which is probably only about 30 minutes from where we are now. And it was really close to my house. So we would always go up to Brick Street on the weekends. And so I'm hanging outside of this club waiting to get in. And all of a sudden, I see Big Ben walking towards me. And so I put my hand out to like shake his hand, and once he gets to me, he doesn't shake my hand. He just looks at me and
Slaps
he
it.
just scoffs. He just scoffs. He's like, huh. And he keeps on walking, and his whole entourage walks by until the last guy. And I'm still standing there with my hand out, just like, oh my god, I'm a fucking idiot. Like Big Ben just scoffed at me, and the guy shakes my hand, and he's like, hey, don't worry, we're all just with him so that we can get some pussy. And it dawned on me.
Good.
It
Good for
dawned
that
on
guy.
me.
That was the coolest one in the
was the
whole
coolest
fucking
guy.
group.
Hey,
But-
Ben,
but-
if you've heard this, the last guy was the coolest. You fucking suck.
You're an
You're
asshole.
the
Fuck
worst.
you.
So it dawned on me in that moment that to get pussy, playing mellophone in the high school marching band was not
my
how
God.
one would accomplish this. It
not?
was bitches.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Yeah, cut that one.
Yeah, I
Bad
told him
joke.
not to tell it.
That
I
didn't
told
land
him not
right.
to tell it.
So, say
tried.
what you said before.
I said, don't do it.
That didn't land.
No, that didn't hit. That didn't hit.
Yep.
So I'm in-
you should have said that to me. Nope.
I'm in St. Paul, Minnesota. I tell this joke for my like 3 minutes
Oh,
of stand up, and like six
reaction?
six people in the crowd laugh. You know, like they chuckle, right? But then there's this one bitch. She stands
Pity
up.
left.
I knew it was a woman. I'm not going to say it. I'm gonna,
This one,
We can think it, Todd. Don't say it.
this one bitch stands up and she says, "Hey, it's not funny to joke about rape." And so I look at
You
her.
said, tell that to
I look at her dead in the face, and this is exactly what I say. I say, "You're wrong. It's not funny when you joke about rape. It's hilarious when I do."
To the whopping 6 other people that laughed.
Yes.
I would have been like, look, you have no worries. Nobody wants to.
So that's the one time I've done stand up in my life. But that was a true story of meeting Ben
It's
Roethlisberger.
the one time he's done stand up, but like 20 times probably since we've been dating, if not more. I'll tell him a story and he's like, I'm putting that in my stand up. And I'm like, what fucking stand up? What stand up?
Maybe this should
What
be
do
a
you
challenge.
mean?
We all make some jokes and go to an
Oh,
open mic
fuck,
night.
I'm losing.
Let's do it. And we just film it, and then that's one of our podcasts.
Hold on, I have the best dad joke. I told you this in the car. And I
Yep,
said, can I
yep.
please tell this on the podcast?
Yep.
It's so bad.
Go for it.
Okay. What did 50 Cent say to his grandma when she gifted him a hand knitted sweater for Christmas? No. He said, "Gee, you knit?"
Oh,
Shit.
I love telling dad jokes.
Cut it. It never happened.
Gee,
Maybe
No,
we
it's
are.
going in.
gee, you nit?
Maybe we are washed up comedians.
No, I don't know.
You know, maybe he was
Who
on
never knew that we were comedians?
If Deontay said that, I would have said the same thing. I'm like, wah, wah. I probably would hit him hard.
See, this is what I always say. I love telling dad jokes, but he's never around.
Oh, your dad left for milk too. Got it. Milk and cigarettes. I didn't know you were black. So
You didn't see the lips?
Oh my God.
You'll see them later.
all right, here we go. This is the ending of Point of No Response, the PONR, the fucking PONR podcast.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Cass
you for
with a
joining
nice
us.
ass.
Yep.
Here we go. Drew. That will
TBD.
TBD.
TBD. Drew. Kurt, the
Yeah.
dirt.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
Todd with the nice rod.
Oh, there you go. Cass said it. So we will see you guys next time on the PONR podcast.
Hey, take it
See you
easy.
later.
Point of No Response.